Got it. And that's us live on Facebook. So that's not an easy thing to do, apparently. Right, now let's go with the show. We'll start the recording now, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3. Hi, and welcome to the first ever 2020 podcast, where every Saturday we bring 20 of the family members together and feature a song each from them. Because of the amount of people that's here, we can't all go into length and chat to each other every time. It's just insane. So the point of this show is, if you don't know who's on yet, reach out to each other. You'll probably know half the people each. You know, I'll try our best here. Coming up first from South Africa, we've got Peter from Fourth Sun South. Could you introduce yourself and tell us the story behind the song The Cold?
All right. Yeah, my name is Peter, and my band is called Fourth Sun South. I'm actually from the Netherlands originally, and I've got 3 elder brothers. So I'm the 4th son, and I went south. I wrote this song, The Cold, just over half a year ago, actually during what is in South Africa, the winter solstice. And I was pining for the sun to come back, for the weather as we are experiencing now to come back. As I started writing, and I had, well, you can translate that also to a relationship where people are pining for the warmth, for the light to come. And yeah, that's a bit about the song.
Bro, you're absolutely fantastic. Every video you've got is amazing. I've only seen this one once. I loved it straight away. Let's hear Fourth Sun South, The Cold. Brilliant, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy.
It's on my shoulder, it's on my shoulder. And just when I want to grab it, I see it's mine. The world is so cold. The world is so cold. The world is so cold. The sun will shine, but I'll stay inside. And maybe when all is gone, I won't have to hide. The light will come again. The light will come again. The light will come again. The light will come. sun shine. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine. Let it touch.
Absolutely fantastic track, dude. And you know what this show could be better to do? And excuse my camera, we've got a really bad storm here. Peter, why don't you spend the next minute or so telling us what services do you have? What type of musician do you have? Do you have mass? I mean, what can you do for other family members that might be able to help them? Give everybody a couple of minutes to explain what you do. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm putting you on the spot, but yeah, you do radio stuff, don't you? I mean,
of course, you put me on the spot.
you can handle it.
What can I do? I've done a couple of radio shows so far, and I enjoy doing that. It's basically putting my voice in between the songs that are being played, and there are people that like that.
Basically, what else you could say is, how do we get a hold of you, Peter? Your website, Fourth Sun.
Oh, right. Yeah,
plug yourself for a couple of minutes, and welcome, Costa, brother. Yeah, plug yourself for the next couple of minutes.
All right. Fourth Sun South is quite active on Facebook and Instagram, even on TikTok, and the handles are all the same. Fourth Sun, not the thing in the sky, that what you are of your mother, South. So there you can find us, and you can contact us. We've just come back from a 3-week tour through South Africa. It was amazing. It was 4,000 kilometers. It was 20 days, 13 shows, 2 tires, 1 gearbox, and 1 clutch, and about 100,000 liters of beer. Was amazing. So I'm, if I may look a bit tired, I'm slowly recuperating.
Well, that's what happens when you go on a tour. You burn yourself out, don't you? And then you go and recover, and you go back another one, won't you?
Yeah, so, exactly. I can't wait. Peter,
you're the first guest on our new 2020 podcast every Saturday. It's for all the family members to meet each other. If everybody comes to one a month, you'll meet different people every time, or whatever. So, Peter, thanks for being the first guest. Fourth Sun South. If you don't know Peter yet, get him added. I don't know how to say your second name, Peter. Twas song on
fine.
Facebook. Just Fourth Sun South, you'll find them. Coming up next, we've got from Georgia, Joey Stuckey. Could you introduce yourself, Joey, and tell us the story behind your track 10,000 Miles?
Absolutely. Well, I'm always excited to be here as part of the family. And Peter, by the way, that was fantastic. Really enjoyed hearing that. I guess the big thing to know about me is I make a living in music. I always have since I was about 15 years old. And that was actually before I really was a player. I was a sound person. So I was doing sound for planetariums and things like that. And just as a brash kid that thought he knew what he was doing. So, but by the time I was 19, I was playing, and I was recording in a building downtown. Left my attic studio, and so yeah, I'm a totally blind brain tumor survivor. So there's some interesting story to go with that. But I make a living as a music educator, music journalist, and also a recording engineer, a producer, and anything else I can, music publisher, all these different things. So yeah, just very busy and blessed beyond measure to be making a living in music full time. Never had another job, and also, just blessed to be able to do it despite some of the physical challenges I have to deal with on a daily basis. The brain, the blind part's difficult, but the brain tumor posed a number of other organic processes. So I don't make adrenaline, for example, which is kind of tricky. So yeah, but that's what I do. And this song, 10,000 Miles, is a co-write with my dear friend, Henry Oliner. And we had such a blast playing this song. And basically it's the idea that when there's a bad person in your life, in this case, we're doing sort of a love relationship thing, but when there's someone negative in your life that really is bringing your entire world down, sometimes you just can't get far enough away. And no matter how far you run, they try to pull you back. And so this song is about that. And I will say, for those of you that are interested in production services that I recorded and mixed and mastered all this at my studio, played all the instruments except the drums and all the vocals. So, I could certainly put that skill to use for anybody that wants. Shameless plug.
Joey's a very special guy. He's been on a few shows now. We're going to start our own podcast together called The Music Mentor, because that's what Joey's known as in Berkeley College. Berkeley Music, he goes in and he's like a famous dude there. And Joey, if you've not seen the Joey Stuckey documentary, it's only 15 minutes long. If you don't know who he is, go and write it down and watch it later. You'll be honoured to be in his company. Joey Stuckey with 10,000 miles. Then we can talk about your Senate records and stuff after that, Joey.
Absolutely.
Joey Stuckey, 10,000 miles. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Joy.
Another girl, I just don't know what to do. Nothing comes natural, my tongue is nailed to the floor. I don't wanna be alone, but I can't take it anymore. 10,000 miles isn't far enough away from you. Far enough away. 10,000 miles isn't far enough away. Like a voodoo doll, you stuck your pins in me. Long and sharp and straight to my heart. Like a kiss with your eyes wide open with nobody there. Leave my dreams and appear somewhere else. 10,000 miles isn't far enough away from you. Far enough away. 10,000 miles isn't far enough away. Gotta get away, gotta get away. You're still on my mind. You're still on my mind. 10,000 miles isn't far enough away from you. Far enough away. 10,000 miles isn't far enough away. Gotta get away, gotta get away. Like a voodoo doll, you stuck your pins in me. Long and sharp and straight to my heart. Like a kiss with your eyes wide open with nobody there. Leave my dreams and appear somewhere else. 10,000 miles isn't far enough away from you. Far enough away. 10,000 miles isn't far enough away. Gotta get away, gotta get away. 10,000 miles isn't far enough away from you. Far enough away. 10,000 miles isn't far enough away. Gotta get away. You're still on my mind. You're still on my mind. You're still on my mind. 10,000 miles isn't far enough away from you. Far enough away. 10,000 miles isn't far enough away. Gotta get away. Gotta get away. 10,000 miles isn't far enough away from you. Far enough away. 10,000 miles isn't far enough away. Gotta get away. Gotta get away. You're still on my mind. You're still on my mind. You're still on my mind.
Joey, absolutely wonderful. Same as everything I have. So it's
Thank you,
okay.
my friend.
I'm really sorry about my camera here. It'll fix itself in a second. Bad signal here. So, Joey, would you
Feels
like
good
to
to me.
talk about some other stuff regarding your Senate records and things like that? And Thomas Winter Anderson, he put his thumb up. So, see if any is really want to say something, teacher. Put the thumb thing up, and then a couple of people can.
If it's
speak
just a
at the time.
normal like.
Was it? I thought you were going to say something. Well,
No, I'm fine. Right.
I
Good to
can. No worries. Joey, what's your thoughts on your own track? Yeah, Joey.
Yeah.
What
That's
else can you
funny.
tell us about Mr. Stuckey? What else do you get up to? Your Senate records. What type of artists do you sign there, etc.?
Yeah. So it's been, I started Senate Records back in 2000 something, and in the early aughts. And initially, the goal was just a corporate structure, which is one of the things I talk about a lot is music business. One of the problems that we have is there's so much amazing music out there, but there are several steps one has to take to get it to people that will help you make a living doing music and nothing else. So step one is you need a good recording, and sometimes that's costly. Now you can do a lot of wonderful things in a home studio, but there are some things that shouldn't be done in a home studio, and so you need to sometimes venture out into a commercial space. So most artists don't often have that availability, that resource. So then if they do avail themselves of a more professional resource and an experienced team to help them, then oftentimes what happens is they don't have any money budgeted or left over to promote the music, which has to be done. And then if they do promote the music, sometimes they're not able to tour behind it. And there are all these different steps. So I do a lot of talking about music business and taxes and how to manage your income and all that kind of good stuff. And we'll be covering that on the Music Mentor podcast in as much detail as we want to or need to. But so Senate Records was really initially a corporate structure to hold my copyrights and all my stuff from a business standpoint. And then I just signed a few good friends or a few artists that I met along the way, and we were doing really well and had several different artists, and still do have some different artists out there, doing different things. But then around 2009-ish, the music economy got pretty bad, was bad for a little while. So currently I'm not signing anybody else. I'm still just sort of dealing with what I have to deal with on my plate. One of the big things I talk about now is what are the best revenue streams for artists. And so that is licensing for film and TV and some other things like that. But so we're still doing all that kind of stuff and promoting what we've got. But pretty much the only new stuff I'm putting on the label at the moment, and that could change tomorrow, who knows, but is mostly just my stuff at the moment. But yeah, that's, I do a lot of talks. In fact, I'm booked already up through April now, doing a lot of talks at different universities and a couple of high schools, and also going to be out and about touring. So I've got a gig. I'll be in LA for Grammy week. So I'll be there at the Grammys, and I'll be touring and performing in LA in early February, and doing some shows in Indiana, doing some stuff in DC, in Maryland, and Texas for South by Southwest. So doing a lot of stuff like that. And then, of course, my normal studio workload. And also, I'm a major advocate for accessible technology for the blind in regard to the music business. So that takes up a lot of bandwidth as well. So I'm busy, and I love it because I have a restless brain.
Well, I can back you up that you were busy, because you're going to be like an hour or two away from Tim in the next week or so. You were over here in London, and Mr. Mark Story, who's here, Redbeard, he met you in person. Mark, what's your thoughts?
One
here?
of my all-time favorite people. I love that guy.
Mark
He's so
Story,
awesome.
would you like to comment?
Mark.
Hello, Joey. How are you?
I'm
How are
fine, my
you?
friend. Good to hear your voice.
Ah, it's good to hear your voice and see you. That is an awesome song.
Oh, thank you,
An
sir.
absolutely awesome song. Made my day.
Well, I hope you're going to play Devils in the Details today.
I
It is. It is, by the way.
Good.
Can I just say
Yeah.
the next three guests are Costa, then Melissa, and then Mark Story. So
Yeah,
and,
and
then
Mark,
Thomas. That's the next four, right? So
I'm gonna
just
hang as
so-
long as I can. So feel free to mute me, but I'm gonna stay as long as I can to hear everybody.
No worries, man. Joey, honestly, everybody check out this man. If you're not friends with him already, he's a very supportive guy. He'll support you back, everything he does.
Absolutely.
Check out his Spotify. He's flying in Spotify. And no wonder. Joey Stuckey, everybody.
Thanks,
Love you,
Mark.
bro. So coming up next, representing his band Red Raven, or one of the bands he plays in, Red Raven, is our good friend Guilherme Costa in Brazil. Could you introduce yourself, dude? Who are you? What's the band about? And what's the story behind your song Late on the Line? Yeah, bro.
Hello, guys. Thank you so much, Sparky, for inviting me for this show. And thanks, everyone. So nice to meet you, everyone. I'm Guilherme Costa. I am guitarist from the band Red Raven. And this project, Red Raven, actually was idealized by the manager, Holly Rocks. And she started to work with music many years ago, especially in the 80s. And then she started to make the work with music again. And then she started the project Red Raven. And it's a band, a hard rock band with some stuff from heavy metal from the 80s as well. And we are a band. We do some revivals from the 80s. We have lots of influences like Motley Crue, Poison, Dokken, and many other metal bands as well. And Red Raven, we have Joseph Larson on drums, Ed Vitske, also from Brazil, on the bass, and Mark Bowles in the vocals. And for the people who doesn't know yet, so Mark Bowles is the former vocalist from Yngwie Malmsteen, and also he also played with Ted Nugent, and he was the bassist from Dokken many years ago, and he's now our lead singer. And Late on the Line, it's a song that is from the composer Billy Dalen, and he composed the song and also the lyrics and many stuff. And then we recorded the song and we put him on the credits as well. And we're gonna show the clip from Late on the Line that we recorded in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we have also the how can I say it? So we would like to put all the characters from the 80s, like Van Halen, and also all the clips from the MTV in the 80s. We would like to put it in our clip. So the film director was Ted Shred. He was also the film director for many other clips, and he worked with us in this clip to help us to put all these elements from the 80s. So Late on the Line is especially a revival of the 80s. So I hope you all like it. It's a really amazing song. I really hope you enjoy it. So that's it.
Brother, every track that you're involved in is world-class, dudes. So if you don't know Guilherme Costa as well, get him added now. He's absolutely fantastic. And it's a small world because I'm friends with your manager, Holly Rocks, on Facebook. And I didn't know that until recently. So enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Late on the Line by Red Raven.
Nem you'll find another attraction. No more second tries. I'm gonna set you free. Am I losing you, or are you losing me? So lay it on the line. I'm taking nothing but truth this time. So lay it on the line. If you're gonna go, the choice is mine. Now, what's your answer? You keep acting like you lost all feeling. If there's a mess, we'll fix it today. But you're not gonna run this power play. What's your problem? Can't you see that this dance is over? Throw it away, day after day. I'm moving on, I'm bending your games. No more second tries. I'm gonna set you free. Am I losing you, or are you losing me? So lay it on the line. I'm taking nothing but truth this time. So lay it on the line. If you're gonna go, the choice is mine. Lay it on the line. I'm taking nothing but truth this time. So lay it on the line. If you're gonna go, well, that's just fine. Yeah.
Don't get any higher standard than that. Absolute world class, dude. World class. So I'd like Joey to say something, because Joey's not about for long. I'd like Joey to say something, and Tim's want to say something. Our next guest is Melissa, and you're also the same music genre. So is it okay if you three say something first? Joey, what's your thoughts there, brother?
I love it. That's fantastic. I mean, everything is right about that track. I mean, the thing is, you've got these wonderful 80s influences, but it still sounds fresh, which is wonderful. And sometimes some of the heavier rock, channels the energy and the excitement, but loses track of the melody. And this doesn't do that. This has tons of energy, tons of excitement, but still has a great melody that you can sing along after the song's over. You still remember it, and that's a big deal in my book. So it sounds fantastic. Everything, I mean, it's as good as it gets. The mix is great. Admittedly, I'm listening over the internet, it's in mono, but it still sounds fantastic. So it's awesome. Good job.
Well said, well said. Just before we get to Tim and Melissa, Guillermo, you've got your own little TV podcast show. Could you tell us a bit about it? What, that show that you've had me on and Tim, what's Crash TV? Could you tell us a little bit about that now?
Yeah, sure. I am interviewer in the Crash TV podcast from Brazil, and I have a blog called Rockwave, and that's the program that I interviewed you and Tim Consley as well. And Tim, hello for you too, my friend. And I interview many people there. So usually the program, it's every week, usually on Thursdays or maybe Wednesdays, but of course it can happen any day of the week. Okay, so if anyone is interested to be interviewed by me, so come along to my Facebook or maybe my Instagram. It's Guilherme Costa GT, okay, or maybe on Crash TV Official, okay. So it's a podcast from Brazil, and we usually do our interviews on Instagram. And of course, I would love to interview all of you guys. And of course, we got many vacancies all the months of this year. Okay, so let's schedule a day with me and let's go for it.
Honestly, he's got a great audience as well. 10,000 followers or something. So you have. So he does great. Tim, quickly then, Mr. Story's unmuted himself. I mean, Andrew, if you unmute yourself, you want to say something quickly, right? So Tim, then Mark, then Kurt, then Melissa. Tim.
Gee, my bro, how goes it?
Yeah,
Brother,
pretty
that
good, bro. Nice to see you again, man.
I'd love to see you again. I tell you what, that was just blazing hot. That song, that track. And I've got a name for you now. You are now officially the Shred Master.
Thanks a lot, bro. So you're the hip
After
master.
that,
I'm the
yes.
shred master right now.
Yeah, the Shred Master. That is you. That was
I'll
great.
make that
I
stick.
loved it. Awesome.
Well said. Well said. Mr. Story, then Kurt, Inevitable.
Hi, bro. How you doing? You're from Brazil, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. One of my best friends was, who's sadly no longer with us, was from Brazil. A guy called Paulo Chirin, from São Paulo. But he's sadly no longer. Anyway, that's beside the point. That is kick-ass. I love that. I mean, I love that kind of sound anyway. But good music's good music. I don't think we should put a time on it. If it was in the 80s, so what, that kind of sound, it's still relevant today and it still kicks ass, and you're still kicking ass with it. So good to you, man. Good luck.
Thank you so much, Mark, and cheers from Brazil, bro.
Well
Cheers,
said,
brother.
well said. Kurt, and then Melissa, who's in the same genre as you, and also the next guest. So Kurt.
Hey, Guillermo. Yeah, I agree with all the other comments. Not typically something I run out and buy, but the 80s was my era, and that's a really authentic, well done song. Like Joey was saying, great melody, great mix, great energy. I mean, you can dance to it. Wow. So I'm impressed. I'll send you a DM because I've been to Brazil several times and I'm coming back in November. I don't know what city you're in, but it would be cool to meet up, and then your show and stuff. So yeah, keep rocking, man. Awesome. Now, quick question. Where all was that film? Because I didn't know Walgreens was in Brazil.
Yeah, this clip was filmed some parts in the Sonic Rodeo. It's a studio from Las Vegas, and all the other takes were filmed on the Fremont Street in Las Vegas.
Oh, so you had to come up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well
Cool,
said,
man.
Kurt. Melissa, dear, what's your thoughts? I know you'll love him, but what's your thoughts? Have you met before?
I haven't met him. Nice to meet you. Can you
Well-
hear me? Thank you.
Nice to meet
It was very nice. Not exactly the kind of music that I listen to, but yeah, it was excellent. So much fun.
Well
Muchas
said.
gracias, hermana. Saludos de Brasil.
Muchos saludos.
I
Abrazo.
see, as much as I'm trying to do this for music, you know how silly I still am? I thought that you two were in the same genre. I would have said that you are both like metal, rock. I would have thought the two of you are in the same genre.
Okay.
So I'm so silly. I think there's only 5 genres in the world, but obviously there's more. So
Well,
Guillermo
yeah,
Costa,
yeah.
band Red Raven. Until the next time, Costa, speak to you soon, bro. One love. Cheers.
Thank you so much, my friends, and hope you all like the song. And don't forget, if you would like to be interviewed by me, text me in my direct in Instagram and let's schedule an interview.
Absolutely do that. I recommend you all do. And for anybody that you interview in the family, we'll turn it into an article as well. All right, bro? On the website.
Right.
So yeah,
Thank you so
man.
much, my
Okay.
friend.
Deal. Cool. Thank you, bro. Until the next time. So our next guest here, we've got Melissa from Mexico. Melissa, could you introduce yourself and tell us the story behind your song, La Trampa? Yeah?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi again to some of you. Thank you. Sorry. I am an alternative metal singer in Mexico. I sing in Spanish, but this song specifically, it's a cover that used to be, well, the original is in a very tropical or folk country genre. We made it metal, and actually we went over the top. It's not necessarily the sound of all my songs. Now this is even, I think it's harder, but we had so much fun converting this song from kind of like a country song to metal song by Ana Bárbara. La Trampa means the trap, not the tramp, the trap. That's what it means. And I hope you like it.
Oh, I know they'll love it. Melissa with La Trampa, The Trap. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy.
El sol ha salido ya, es un nuevo amanecer, pero conmigo no estás, como estuviste ayer. Me dijiste quererme tanto, tus palabras el viento se las llevó.
Ahora solo que doy yo con mi llanto, por confiado en tu trampa fui a caer.
Tu amor es una trampa maldita, una trampa que poco a poco acaba con mi vida. Tu amor es una trampa maldita, una trampa que está acabando con mi corazón. Dijiste quererme tanto, tus palabras el viento se las llevó.
Ahora solo quedo yo con mi llanto, por confiado en tu trampa fui a caer.
Tu amor es una trampa maldita, una trampa que poco a poco acaba con mi vida. Tu amor es una trampa maldita, una trampa que está acabando con mi corazón. Tu amor es una trampa maldita, una trampa que poco a poco acaba con mi vida. Tu amor es una trampa maldita, una trampa que está acabando con mi corazón.
Another amazing track there from Melissa over in Mexico.
Thank you so much.
Costa's raised his hand. That means he really wants to say something. So that's a good thing. And any of you can do that. It's just a cool thing. Melissa, do you have a website of that? How do people find Melissa? Just, promote yourself a little bit here or plug something. Yeah, your website.
I am as Melissa in all the social media, music platforms, videos, and just remember it's MHELYSA. That's Melissa. And well, I have been making so many videos. You would have a long time, like in Netflix, you can binge watch all my videos, and that would help me a lot. But I have so much fun making videos. I always pay attention to that part. That's important to me. And also that all my songs are singles. I still haven't released an album. I only release single. So all my songs have videos, photo shoots, etc. I also love supporting other bands. In 2021, I had lots of interviews for my YouTube channel, but I am relaxing for now with the interview section. But I'm planning on taking it back this year, plus touring, hopefully soon. So anything that you need from Mexico, just say hi, probably meet or find some contacts.
Melissa is one of my co-hosts now, and so is Galami. So several people. I'll announce them when they come on. You're an amazing girl, Galami Costa. What's your thoughts there? You've raised your hand up there, brother.
Well, pretty amazing song. Of course, the arrangements of the guitar. Of course, your solo guitarist is fucking amazing. The wah-wah effects was incredibly amazing. I loved it. And also your vocal arrangements with your friends. I didn't know the name of the vocalist, but it was incredible. The duets you made. So I would like to say congratulations, Melissa. And also, when you start your touring, don't forget to come to Brazil. I would love to see you.
Oh yeah, I wish to go as soon as possible.
Well said, well said. So quickly we'll go. Joy, would you like to say something to Melissa? And then Mr. Story, who's our next guest. Coming up next, we've got Mr. Story, and then Thomas. Thomas, I know you're in a bit of a rush, so you're second from now. Joy, what was your thoughts on Melissa?
I loved her voice a lot, and I totally agree that the vocal arrangement was unique and really captured your ear. And to have the low vocal with the higher vocal was awesome. So and there's tons of energy as well. And I just love the idea that you're taking music from a different genre and turning it into something for what you do. I think that's so great. And the true testament that music is truly without boundaries. And so I love that you're doing that. I think that's so much fun. That's one of my favorite things to do is to take a song and what I call derange it instead of arrange it. So derange it to something new and unique. So that sounds fantastic. And I can tell also just by listening to you speak that you're a fantastic, wonderful person. So all the best to you. I think it sounds fantastic.
Thank you. Gracias.
Honestly, you're both equally as supportive people. You just haven't met yet, so you'll be best friends.
We have now, so that's good.
I make sure. Mr. Story, again, what's your compliments there? From a red beard to some blue hair, what's your thoughts there?
From the red to the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I echo what everyone else has said. It's a fantastic tune. But I love the energy. It just knocks your head off your shoulders. Kind of, sort of song I'd put on my early morning alarm call. Make sure I definitely get out of bed. It's kick-ass, great vocals, superb guitar playing, nicely done. Good job.
Well said. Well said. Well said.
Thank you so much.
Well, Melissa, this is the first 2020 podcast. Thanks for coming and being a guest today. You're marvelous. If you're not friends with Melissa, what's your Facebook page? It's Mel Vasquez. Yeah.
That's a personal Facebook.
What,
yes,
is it?
See me
Right.
probably commenting there, but the page is just like that.
It's Melissa, MhelYssa. Melissa, everybody. Till the next time. See you soon. So coming up next, we've got Mark Story with his track, The Devil's in the Detail. Could you introduce yourself, Mark? You're muted now, and tell us, what's the story behind your track, The Devil is in the Detail?
Yeah, hi everybody. How you doing? Hi, Sparky. Devil's in the Detail is one of those songs that it's kind of an observational song. It's about getting to know. You don't really get to know someone until you really know them. People are very good at putting on false faces and disguises to win you over for various reasons. And some people are genuinely nice people. And it's sometimes difficult to work out who's who. But if you look close enough, you'll find the devil in the detail. So this is a song I wrote. I played everything on it and I did the video. And the little girl in it with the sparklers is my 10-year-old daughter, Lily Mae.
Absolutely wonderful, Mark. I love you. Top Tap Promotions London, co-host as well on the 1010 podcast. Mark Story with The Devil's in the Detail. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy.
Do 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 do.
nothing, some as good as gold. Some will tell you anything to try and steal your soul. Some live to love, and some love to hate. Some motherfuckers give you lemons all day and then piss in your lemonade. I said, well, I ain't no saint and I ain't no innocent. Got nothing nice to say and I don't say anything. The check's in the post when the head's in the mail. Better read between the lines, guys, the devil's in the details. Some kind of wonderful, some are hard to hold. Some have seen so many things that makes their blood run cold. Some look in the mirror, but some just see the lines. And when I find out who the fuck I am, it's be the day I leave this world behind. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Well, I ain't no saint and I ain't no innocent. Got nothing nice to say and I don't say anything. The check's in the post when the head's in the mail. Better read between the lines, guys, the devil's in the detail. Well, I ain't no saint and I ain't no innocent. Got nothing nice to say and I don't say anything. The check's in the post when the head's in the mail. Better read between the lines, guys, the devil's in the detail. Ain't no saint and I ain't no innocent. Well, I ain't no saint and I ain't no innocent. I ain't no fake and I ain't no hypocrite. I ain't no fake and I ain't no hypocrite. The check's in the post when the head's in the mail. The check's in the post when the head's in the mail. Between the lines. Better read between the lines, guys, the devil's in the detail.
Art story, everybody. Mr. Redbeard, Severe, valued member of the family. So, sorry about my camera again. The relay signal's bad here. Actually, I'm going to use this to say to Tim, see if the internet cuts off, you'll automatically become the co-host. Just start recording it straight away if it does happen, just to be safe here. So Costa's put his hand up, and then Mr. Greenbeard's unmuted himself. And we'll go Costa, then Joey, right? Costa?
Well, the harmonica was incredible, and I also saw you, Sparky, were trying to play in you're imagining the harmonica. Of course, I almost did the same here.
All the time.
And also the lyrics were awesome. Awesome. I love the lyrics too. Mark, you were awesome in this. And of course, the guitar arrangements with the solos. And also, which brand is your guitar?
That's a Bohemian oil can guitar.
Oh, great.
Yes.
I've never seen, of course, in a video a guitar like this. Of course, I've seen many pictures, but not. I've never seen before a guitar like this in a video before. That's the first time.
It's got a very unique sound. It really has. I've never played a guitar with a sound like it. I didn't think it was actually a present. Someone bought my stepson and my stepdaughter bought it for me for Christmas about 2 years ago. And I opened it and what the hell is this? But yeah, it's an awesome guitar. And as you can hear, it's got a really great sound. So, and I appreciate your kind words, sir. Thank you very much.
Well said.
You're welcome, bro. Cheers.
Well said. Joey and then Steve Andrews. Joey?
Yeah, well, Mark knows he's one of my favorite people in the whole world. And I got a chance to hear this song. It's true. And I got a chance to hear this song early on And so this is one of my favorite songs of his. And I have to say, everything about it sounds fantastic. And I love that you did this all on your own. This shows you what can be done, in a home studio. And I think what's so cool about it is that everything works together so well. All the different choices you made for tone and placement, from volume to EQ to processing. I particularly love the harmonica. That's, as I think I've told you before, is really world class and sounds fantastic. I mean, I couldn't record anything better. Not that I play harmonica, but I mean, just from a production standpoint, I mean, it really sounds fantastic. And I don't know if I've told this before, but you have your voice works so well for this kind of thing. And as far as I'm concerned, this is a hit tune and should be being blasted on every radio station on the planet. I love it. I really do. And it's, everything is, and this has been said already, but everything is perfect about this track, which is, hard to do. I mean, when I produce a track, you produce something to the best of your ability as you are now. And, 3 or 4 years later, you listen back and go, oh, I should have done this or should have done that. But, there's nothing that I would change. And I get paid to pick apart people's music and fix stuff. And there's nothing I would change on this record. Now, all that being said, I apparently have missed something because I didn't know there was a unique guitar going on here. I just assumed you were processing and EQing to get those interesting tones. But apparently I have missed the cool guitar. So next time I'm in the UK, you got to bring that thing and let me see it.
Yeah, I definitely will. It's a bit awkward to put on your lap because it's an oil can, so it slides off. So you have to wear a strap with it.
That's why God made glue. Yeah.
Yeah, and Velcro.
Velcro's less permanent, so I probably should go with that.
Velcro's the way you go. I think Velcro's the way forward. Yeah,
and I like the sound of Velcro anyway, so that's good. Yeah, but no, it's as you know, my friend. I love this track, and I can't wait to hear what you do next.
Well Thanks, said, mate. I really appreciate what you're saying. I love you, and I can't wait
love you
to
too, my friend. And I have to say, I just want to say real quick, one of the with Mark, or everybody calls him Sparky. I don't know why I call him Mark. Maybe just to make sure he stays down to earth. But doing these podcasts, I have met so many incredible people that have become dear friends, and I just want to say what he's doing for the music business is fantastic, and the idea of family and everybody supporting each other is such a breath of fresh air. And so I just wanted to give him a quick shout out of how great this idea is and how well he's executed it. He and the whole team at Top Talent. So anyway, blessings to you all.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Yeah.
Thank you, man. You make me tear up. Thanks, Joey. I love you to bits.
Go on, cry. I saw you play an air harmonica. I saw you.
I'm sorry I missed that. I would love to, I'm sure that we could make fun of him all day for the air harmonica. I don't even know if you can air harmonica.
Hey, I ain't no artist. I've never tried to be a musical person, but I could make a song, especially with a couple of yous helping me. I'm telling you, we could do something funny in the future. But thanks for that, Joey. I really appreciate it, man.
My pleasure, my friend.
No, honestly. So we've got 2 more comments here before we get to the next 6. So Steve Andrews from Portugal with the green beard, and then Thomas is our next guest. You could say something to Mark there. BRC, do you want to say something as well? Just unmute yourselves if you want to say something really quickly here. I'm all right for time, just in case any of you guys aren't.
Hello, Mark. Yeah, that was really lovely. I'm so super happy to see that you can do everything by yourself and you don't have to put any rules from someone else. You just do it and just continue to do it again and again and again and go for it. Thank you for doing what you do.
Well said.
Thank you so much. Take care. Thank you.
Well said. We're a very colourful bunch here. Steve Andrews, and then Thomas Winter Anderson.
Mark, as you know, I've heard your song before and I love your song. And what I wanted to say is basically I echo everything that Joey said and something maybe that I haven't said. Well, maybe I have, but anyway, like I love harmonica. And 2 of the guys that I really kind of idolize and I follow, like Bob Dylan and Neil Young, they both play harmonica. And you play harmonica. So anything with harmonica, I'm going to like that. But your harmonica is really top quality. Love your harmonica. And the other thing that I wanted to say that nobody else has said, I think nobody else has said it, I find that song really catchy. It sticks in your mind. Like you talk about Climb to a Rainbow song, that sticks in your head. Your Devil in the Details song, that sticks in your head as well. It's a catchy song. It's basically a hit. If a song, stays with you, that's the hit quality, and you've got it. And what Joey was saying, like, that should be basically blasted on all the radio stations. If everybody was hearing that, they'd love it, And one other thing that I maybe I've said this before, I can't remember. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to say is that's the kind of song that I could see like a really famous band covering that song, or a band with you fronting that band doing that on a big stage. It's got that quality. That's what I want to say.
Thank you.
Well said. Well, before you, Thomas, Peter has to go, so let him say something here. Peter, what's your thoughts on Mark? And he has to go. He's got some things to do here. Peter?
Mark, as you know, I love the stuff you're making. It's every time top notch. Here, the swamp sounds, the bluesy swamp sounds, they came out fabulistic. And that harmonica solo, excellent. Guys, thank you so much. Yes, I do have to go. It's an absolute, loving the show. It's an absolute pleasure to be here, but I'm sorry, I have to
I'll
go.
send you the link to the YouTube live tomorrow, so you can see the rest of it when you've got some time.
All right,
so you will see it, no problem. Peter, before sunset, everyone, catch you later, bro. Goodbye, Peter. Right, Thomas, what's your thoughts? Thomas Winter Anderson in the Netherlands.
Hi, everyone. What a high quality on the tunes and videos today. Incredible. I mean, they're always nice, but today it's been exceptional, at least for my taste. And
everyone's great, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think to mark the last track, great blues track, and Melissa also impressed me, and the metal from Brazil. Yeah, all very good. I feel a little embarrassed not having video shooting with my track today. I'm not good at that, or getting at them. But anyway, I have an album now with some great musicians from Holland that I've worked with for a long time. It's Robert Roque. He's the piano player and or keyboardist, and we sort of moved from acoustic.
Thomas, sorry, I'm not wanting to be rude. We'll just finish Mark's section first. It's just 2 seconds away. So you said you loved Mark's song, didn't you? Mark's story.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, okay.
No, it's all right, dude. It's all right. I'll edit that wee bit out. So
yeah,
Mark, you've got another new fan.
I just wanted to give everyone a great compliment for their track, and including Mark, everyone's, and George also, Joey. What a great and an impressive story you have also with your things.
Exactly. Everyone's great here, honestly, I swear, man. And this is only 10% of the family, dude, so there's tons of people to meet. So the Mark story, how do we find you, brother? Do you have a website yet? I don't think you have. Calling out Glenn and people that make websites, and Mr. Story, we love you. Mark Story Music, it is most places, and you can see his picture with his red beard, so get him added if you're not already. He's very, very, very supportive person. Absolutely, he'll help you every single day as well. So Mark Story, everybody, till the next time, bro. So I'm going to quickly stop the recording and start it again here. Stop. Just in case anything happens, I think the signal's bad here, so that's that one save. And now I'll just quickly start again. Hi, and welcome back to the 2020 podcast, episode 1. Coming up next, we've got Thomas Winter Anderson from the Netherlands, representing one of the bands he's in, the Robert Roque Band. Could you introduce yourself, and tell us the story behind Escape Hatch? Thank you.
Escape Hatch is from our new album. It was released December past year, so like a month ago, and we call ourselves jazz musicians. We wanted to change the sound to go from being acoustic to an electric sound, and include some of the sound that are represented in the dance or electronic music scene. So we have we make some rhythm tracks first, and then we play on top of them. So that's the way we make the music. And of course, the strong thing about this music is how we play, I guess. and interact with each other. So it's pretty honest music, and hopefully you like it.
Oh, everyone will love it. I mean, the Robert Rick Band and the Intuit Trio band you're in as well. They're both equally as impressive to me. So Escape Hatch by Robert Rick Band. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas Winter Anderson, project number one. One thing he's involved in. Robert Rick Band, absolutely awesome. Joey, you're still here. Joey, what's your thoughts there on that wonderful composition?
I love it. Let me just say, we don't really talk about this much here, because I've kind of gotten known for blues and stuff like that. But I also have a jazz band, and we play a lot of fusion, and I do that. And in my spare time, when I study, which I hardly ever have spare time, but in my spare time, I shred on bebop. That's what I work on the guitar. So I adored that track. I love all the stacked fourths. It reminded me of a little Jeff Lorber, a little Martin Medeski in Woods, a little Brad Mehldau. I mean, it's absolutely awesome. I loved it. And the recording was excellent as well. And I was really pleased. You got that great Fender Rhodes sound going on, and so I loved it. I really enjoyed that a lot. I don't know if you could see on the camera, but I was definitely grooving. That sounds great.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's pretty much the way we can sound live. Also, we shorten it in a little bit after the recording session. And it's the fun thing about this album, I think, which is different from most people. It's the emphasis is on how we play and how we are as musicians, and not so much on the tune, or so the track sort of evolves in the studio, and it's less composing up front with bringing in tunes and stuff. It's and the rhythm box sort of gives this peaceful background that we have to connect with that one, but still sort of sound loose, which was the challenge with this way of recording for us. And that's new for us.
And you can tell. Yeah, you can tell that you're spontaneously creating, and that it's everybody's feeding off each other, which is the sign of a great group. And I'm unclear as to what instrument you play, by the way.
I'm the bassist in this group. So on this one, and I also did most of the production as far as organizing it and being there during mixing. The saxophone player has also a big part in it. Everyone, it's very collective effort. Everyone is and the piano player, or keyboardist, he's fantastic. He also have a day job, so he gives some of the promotional stuff over to me. Next to it, he's an IT person also, but a great musician. Yeah.
Well, I mean, everything sounds amazing, and I hope that you guys, definitely get this out to radio, and the jazz enthusiasts will love it.
Yeah, it's all out on all the streaming platforms, all the tracks, and please share if you like it. And
I will.
Yeah.
Joey Stuckey, Thomas Winther Anderson. You'll be friends tomorrow. Mary, and then our next guest, Mr. Tomsley. Mr. Tomsley. Consley, I'm sorry, Tim. I called you Tomsley there. Sorry about that, dude. Mary, dear, in Germany, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, my thought is that it was a really beautiful composition, as Joey said. Joey, nice to meet you, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
And it's Thomas is not the first time that I hear your music. I had a chance to listen to more tracks, more music from you, and it was really, really beautiful, surprising. And this track was a little bit more melodic, so I could follow that. Sometimes improv, it's not in jazz, it's not always easy for anyone, but for me, I don't listen to jazz every day, but I love jazz. I love also the contamination of jazz, like in trip hop or in world music, and all the instruments like saxophone, which I love. So fantastic. Was really beautiful, and I really appreciated that. Really nice, really pleasant.
Thank you.
Well said. But just before you, Tim, Brad and Ronnie, would you like to say something before we get to Tim's section? And it's Tim, then Steve next, just to let you know the next two artists. So Brad and Ronnie and the team.
Well, I thought the recording was great, and I love jazz. I can't play it, but I love it.
Yeah, excellent recording, Mark.
Hey, Mark, Ronnie's going to soon have to step out, unfortunately. Is there any way we could get him a little sooner?
Yeah, we can put Ronnie on next if Tim doesn't mind. Tim, are you okay waiting two slots?
Me.
So we can go Ronnie and then Steve, because Steve's also in a hurry. So we'll go Ronnie and then Steve. So that's perfectly fine. Just in case you're mixed up, that was Thomas's track there. But just to hear your Louisiana voices, that Louisiana, we had to get his in there. So right, quickly then, well, Thomas, thanks for being a marvellous guest. Until the next time, Thomas Winther Anderson, make sure he's all Adam. Right, so Ronnie, could you introduce yourself while I get your track loaded up? Who is Ronnie Weiss? What type of musician are you, bro?
What type of musician?
Oh yeah, blues and blues rock, Mark. That's the basis.
What's the story behind your song Burning Zone? What made you write that song?
Well, one of those days when you wake up and you just look around yourself and you're a little bit tired of what's going on. And instead of doing anything crazy, I just went and sat it down and wrote it. Actually, I was driving. Maybe you do that too. Lyrics come easy when I'm driving. But yeah, it's just about what was around me that day, having a rough time. And I think other people could feel it too.
Well, Ronnie, I've heard of you through friends, and you know something. Welcome to the music family. Any friend of Brad's is a friend of mine. Ronnie Weiss with his track "Burning Zone." Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy. One love. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you all to come here because it's Ronnie's first time on one of our shows here, and he should already be part of the family. I've just missed him somehow. So, Ronnie, what a marvellous track. Let's start off with Brad, right next to you. Brad, what's your thoughts on your mate? Say something to him. What's your thoughts on Ronnie? Yeah?
I loved it. I watched him record it. I was there and he was recording it, and I love the song. Ron was my roommate for almost 3 years, so we was always writing and playing music, and we actually play in a band together, and we do a jam session. Actually, tomorrow we're doing one together too. But Ron is a cool cat. Really play.
Nice one, nice one. I'm going to go around absolutely everybody here, right? So, well said, well said. And Tim, you're up next. So, in fact, it's Steve that's next. So let's go, Tim Guilherme Costa. Tim.
Yeah, Ronnie, that was great. That kind of tunes right up my
Thank
alley.
you, brother Tim. I appreciate it a whole bunch.
Yeah, I mean, it just was awesome. The music, the lyrics, all of it. I mean, top notch.
Thank you, brother.
Yep.
Well said, well said. Costa, then Melissa.
Well, Ronnie, it was awesome. I actually, Tim's approve of this because I'm a really huge fan of blues as well. So your voice sounded perfectly. The guitar solos, you made it with a great feeling as well. So actually, I think, of course, we some days ago we lost Jeff Beck, and I think you can do everything to pay a tribute to this legacy, bro. So keep playing this awesome blues forever, and I know that you're gonna be remembered exactly as Jeff Beck was.
Oh man, thank you for the great comment. I really, really appreciate it. It's heartfelt, brother.
Well said, well said. Melissa and then Kurt.
Again, it's a different type of rock to which I listen to. Good one. I listen to the song, and it actually makes me think that I'm listening to the radio, something that is already there. And it should be there. If it's not right now, it should be everywhere. Sounds professional, very good.
Thanks so much for coming from a home studio. I appreciate it.
Well, get yourself in a real one day to see if you can come up with it. Kurt and then Katja. Kurt.
Yeah, not typically something I would listen to or whatever, but yeah, well mixed, a good kind of semi-chill vibe, and well performed bluesy rock. So yeah, good job, guys.
Yeah, cool comment. Thank you, man.
Well said, well said. Katja.
Okay. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Blues Baby, anything blues, I'm into it. Very well produced, very well sung. Absolutely loved it. I was here doing my air drums and everything else. So I'm there with you, Sparky.
Well said.
It's
well
great
said.
to
Well said.
Yeah, great to have another blues fan, Mark.
Oh, everyone loves the blues. It's just whatever time of night it is. If you don't love the blues, they've just not heard it yet. That's what I say. So well said, Katja. Well said, dear. Tony the Stone in Missouri, then Jackson Corbett in Las Vegas. Tony.
Yeah, man, I'm a blues baby myself as well. So anything like in that style of music I'm into. I love the production of it. The guitar tone is great, and the words really resonate with me, man. Like all of that, I wake up on a regular basis with those feelings. So very much enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
Well said. Well said. Jackson in Las Vegas and Amir in California.
Man, that you fit the image perfectly. Like you almost looked the part, you sang the part, you sounded the part, you put it well together, everything composed almost perfectly. It did feel like I was listening to someone that's supposed to be on the radio, someone that just turned on the channel and you're there.
Great comment, man. Yeah, thank you very much.
Sure.
All the talent in the
That's
world.
well said, dude.
Well, exactly. Well, exactly. Amir, then Joy.
Yeah, man, I want to reflect on what Jackson just said right there. I mean, I feel it was a well-packaged product that should be out there and should be selling and should be on tour and should be, like doing concerts and whatever else that it comes with it, the videos and everything else. So, I mean, all that I think is a well put together package that needs just proper promotions. And as far as placement and obviously, everything, I think all the greatness gets appreciated anyways. So whoever understands greatness will understand your work and will show their support, hopefully.
Well said, brother.
All right, man. Great comment, my brother.
Nice
It's
one.
heartfelt.
Nice
support,
one.
Support.
Joy in Georgia, then Thomas in the Netherlands.
Yeah, so I mean, I could literally sit here and repeat everything everybody said because I totally agree. The one thing I want to just go back to is the vocal, really powerful and just such a great vocal. And there's singing all the right notes, and then there's which is what you did, but then there's also communicating the emotion, which is sometimes lacking. And and you have the full package. So congratulations on that, and best wishes to you. It sounds fantastic.
Oh, Joey, thanks a bunch. You were the first one we heard today, and Brad and I really enjoyed your tune, man. I love
I
that
appreciate that,
guitar
my friend.
sound you have, and it's just different enough. I loved it.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. What part of Louisiana are you in?
Well, we're central now, but from the South, Joey.
Okay, gotcha. I
I'm in
come through there
South.
every once in a while, so hopefully I'll get a chance to visit you sometime.
That'd be great, man. We'd love to have you out.
Make sure he's at each other then. Get each other
Absolutely.
added. Well said, Joey. Thomas in the Netherlands and Beastrie in Belgium.
Yeah, great and authentic and grooving blues, deep blues sound with the vocals, and yeah, I like that. Great, thank you guys.
Thank you, my friend.
Well said, well said. Just so you know, we're featuring one of Brad's tracks as well tonight. The two of them I've got a song each getting featured tonight. So, but yeah, in case you think Brad maybe was in it, I don't know exactly the fine details, but just so you know, there's two tracks coming from that little screen down there tonight. Beastrie, then Mark's story in London. Yeah.
Yeah, so the blues from the Blue Lady. It's amazing. I love it. Like, basically, I forgot that I was listening to you. I was like, actually, I was going somewhere else. This is the kind of music I used to work with at the beginning, like when I was improvising, and it just felt like it was a recording, like everybody said. So I was like, I was lost. I was somewhere else. I forgot. I was there. Thank you for that.
Well, thank you so much if it took you away. You know,
Yes,
that's
it
great.
did.
That's one of the reasons we play and sing, isn't it, darling?
Well said. Well said. Mark's story, then Mary in Germany.
Yeah. Hi, Ronnie. It's really good to meet you. That was an exceptional
brother.
blues track. I mean, really good to meet you. I love the way it builds up. I love the way the rhythm guitar holds the bottom end down, the little guitar licks, the vocals are outstanding. The song is excellent. I could imagine ZZ Top doing that song. It's got that kind of ZZ Top vibe to it, but it's definitely a song I'd definitely put on my playlist and have a good listen to on a daily basis because it's that good. So it's good to meet you, mate. Good to meet you. Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Well
All right,
said.
brother. It's good to meet you also. Brad turned me on to that devil tune a long time ago.
Nice
And
one.
I'm taking that square guitar, man. Your
Oh,
stuff,
brilliant.
harmonica work.
Shades
It's,
of Bo
it's so
Diddley.
bluesy, dude.
Well,
It's
new
fat. I love
friendships.
it.
I love to see new friendships blossoming here, new bromances. Nice one. Mary in Germany, then Steve in Portugal. Could I just say though, Brad, are you in as much as a hurry as Ronnie as well, or are you staying? Because I was going to have you in 3 tracks time.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
wait.
Right, nice one, bro.
I'm
Nice
good.
one. So Mary and then Steve, please. Thank you.
Ronnie, that was a great track. You know, I am the girl who used to sing years ago in some bands here. Love Me Like a Man from Bonnie Raitt. So, you know, I'm also a blues girl. And
Yes, I know where you're from.
Sorry?
I know where you're from. That Bonnie Raitt stuff is great.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah, I felt all the passion there that you have for music and for blues, and loved your voice. The lyrics was really great, really great, fabulous.
Thank you so very much. I really appreciate it.
Well said. Well said. Mr. Andrews in Portugal, before we get to your section.
Ronnie, I'm not at all surprised, you know, that everybody's been saying all these like really complimentary things about your song because it was amazing. I absolutely loved the guitar, the vocals, and the lyrics. And for me, lyrics are important because I'm a singer-songwriter and I'm a writer. And your lyrics to me were the kind of words that anybody could identify with. It was a song that people could relate to. Fantastic job.
Thanks, man. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head with that one, brother. You know, it's so common, and I'm glad you noticed it. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Fantastic song, like I said.
Well
Thanks
said.
again.
Well said, everybody. That was a full roundy complimentary there, Ronnie, because like everybody here, you should join the family here, bro, and make this place your home and come on every other week and get another track featured, and I'll have you an article written tomorrow, and I'll make sure that you're everybody's friends within 24 hours. You look at the bottom of the article, you'll see a picture of everyone. That'll be a link to either their Instagram or their Facebook. So, Ronnie Vice, everyone, until the next time, anything to say before you go, bro?
Oh, it's a great musical family, Mark. Thanks for the whole experience, man.
Oh, pleasure, dude.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, brother.
Oh, no, pleasure having you. Ronnie Vice, everyone. Nice one, bro. Nice one. So coming up next, we've got Steve Andrews. Steve, could you introduce yourself and tell us about your song? Where did all the plastic go? Why did you write that?
Okay, well, I'm a singer-songwriter, an author, a writer, a naturalist, an activist, a lot of stuff. I come from Cardiff in Wales originally. I'm living in Portugal now. This song, Where Does All the Plastic Go? It's just something, because I'm a naturalist, like, you know, the state of the world upsets me. And I thought, I just got to take some action, do something about this. We hear a lot of people saying, got to take some action now. I thought, what action can I take? Well, I can write a song. And I also thought, you know, that I was expecting maybe somebody else like Neil Young, because Neil is still writing protest songs, and Neil hadn't written any song about plastic pollution. So I thought, you know, it's over to me. I got to do this. So I wrote the song. And I really believe, like, I'm leading the way with songs about plastic pollution. Everybody knows about the problem. A lot of people have spoken up about it, which is great. But I think I'm the first that actually wrote a song protesting about it. And that's it. That's my song, Where Does All the Plastic Go? But I'm just going to show you something as well. I've also written a book on the subject. There's my book. Oh.
It's hard. It's coming in, but it's hiding you because you've got a backdrop.
It's because I got a back. Let me get rid of my background. I got my background.
Introduce. Bring the book in after your track, right? Steve Andrews.
Yeah. All right then.
AKA
Okay.
the Bard of Eli with his wonderful track.
I'm also the Bard of Eli. That's right.
Ely. I said Eli.
Eli. Yeah, you always call me Eli. No
Eli, the Bard of Eli. Where does all the plastic go? I'm so sorry, Steve. I've been doing a lot of work this week. One love, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy.
Plastic plants, what about real plants? I saw the fake ones at the store. People must want them, people must buy them. I don't want to see anymore. Where does all the plastic go? Into the sea, into the sea. How does it get there? Who threw it away? Was it you or was it me? It's not hunting that'll kill the last whale. Plastic will do it, it's a very sad tale. And all the albatrosses are dying out too. They keep on fishing in the oceans. Plastic stew. Where does all the plastic go? Into the sea, into the sea. How does it get there? Who threw it away? Was it you or was it me? Plastic bag I bought, it very quickly broke. If it ever gets burned, there'll be poisonous smoke. Where does all the plastic go? Into the sea, into the sea. How does it get there? Who threw it away? Was it you or was it me? Plastic kills the turtles and it's eaten by the fish. Plastic's in the food chain and the dinner on your dish. Where does all the plastic go? Into the sea, into the sea. How does it get there? Who threw it away? Was it you or was it me? Was it you or was it me? Was it you or was it me?
Another bit of class by Steve Andrews. Where does all the plastic go? Absolutely brilliant, dude. Fantastical. So,
thank you, Sparky.
Joey, what's your thoughts on that wonderful track there, made for a great cause? And then Costa's got his hand up there, so Costa and Tim, you're the next guest. So let's go use three guys.
Yeah. So Steve, you know I'm a big fan of yours already. But
I do, Joe. Yes, thank you.
yes, and you know, I have this. You're such a Renaissance man. You can do all these things, and one of the things that occurs. First of all, I mean, I love the song. That goes without saying. But one of the things that occurs to me, and I don't know if you've thought about this, but this, you know, talking about plastics and changing our habits, and not contributing to the plastic waste is something that really the young people, like children, should be exposed to, because that's in my mind the best way to start changing behavior. And this would be a perfect song for a children's album. I don't know if you really thought about doing a children's album, but it seems to me you could do some amazing work with a children's record with this song as one of the main tracks, and actually touring schools and educating the children on this problem. And it's just, I don't know if you thought about it, but I wanted to share that idea that popped in my head, because it's a catchy song. It's easy to follow. The lyrics are clear, the melody's clear, but it really makes you think. And I love it. I just think, you know, if we're talking about, you know, trying to change behavior, you know, the older you are, the harder it is to change your behavior. But this is something that could really get kids thinking about it at an early age. So I love it, and I hope that you share it and people listen to it and change behavior.
Thank you so much, Joey. And I just wanted to say, you know, commenting on what we were just talking about, basically, yes, I have had somebody before talking to me about how they thought it was suitable for children. And not only that, but because I know that the song is actually catchy and people can kind of join in with it, which I wasn't expecting, because it's a protest song. Right. But I played this live, okay, at an art college in Lisbon, and the students there, they're Portuguese, so I wasn't, you know, even too sure about whether they understand all the English, but they were all joining in, and they were like clapping along with it and stuff. So I could see that, you know, and they're mostly young people, because it's an art college, right? They all loved the song. So yeah. So, you know, what you were saying, I can completely, like, you know, I understand that, because I've seen it happening. I've had somebody talk to me before about how it's good song for children. And the other thing about what you said about children, you're completely right. You know, what we learn as children kind of stays with us. And as we get older, it's difficult to make change. So it really is the children, the young people, that are the ones that are going to change the way we're living. And I totally agree with you.
And just from a music business standpoint, from a marketing standpoint, you know, you're like me, you have some missions in life, and every chance we get, you know, we get elevated with our profile, it means that we can further the mission and have more reach. And I just want to say that right now, winning a Grammy is a very difficult process if you're competing in the big major categories. But I know some people who have songs that are not as good as your song, who have won Grammys for children's albums. And I think it would be a good marketing music business strategy as well to have a children's album. And my mind just is full of visions of you playing to, you know, all these children's at schools and colleges, and then big concerts, because this song can just, you know, it's like you said earlier, you know, the lyrics stay with you, the melody stays with you. It's very accessible, and yet it's a very profound topic. So anyway, always impressed with your work and love it. And I want to hear this thing in you know, everywhere it can be sung. I love it.
Thank you again, Joey. And on the subject of like an album, I don't know if I got enough songs for a children's album, but I've got enough for an EP. And I'll tell you why, because I've got my song Climb Through a Rainbow. That's a children's song. I've got my song Real Love and Communication, which was actually performed in a school in Garachico in Tenerife. And the children were being asked to learn the song. And we had Peace Day, and they all came up on the stage singing backing vocals for that song. So that's a children's song in a way. And then I've got my Butterfly in My Beard song. You know? So there we are. I got like 4 songs which are okay for kids.
And just to say, this is not, and I'll shut up now, but this is not just a children's record. It's appropriate for everyone. It's genre spanning, it's age spanning. But it just seems it would be a beautiful way to introduce them. And I know I wanted so badly to hear Tim and Mary and all these other amazing artists, these voices I've been hearing today with such compelling personalities, but I got to duck out. But blessings to you all, and thanks for having me on. And I will be connecting and following all of you.
Joey Stuckey, love you, brother. Thanks
Love
for
you, my friend.
thanks for staying so long, man.
Absolutely.
Joey Stuckey, everyone. Joey Stuckey.
Thank you again, Joey.
My pleasure,
Peace
my
out.
friend.
Peace out. Speak to you soon, dude. Speak to you
Yes,
soon.
sir.
Costa in Brazil and Tim Consley in Indiana. Costa.
Well, that song actually made me feel guilty for a while. I started to think, oh my God, am I using many plastics here in my home? Actually, it's better for me to take a look because Steve is telling us how damaged this could cause to Mother Earth. So yeah, that song made me think lots of times here while the other people were speaking and telling these impressions. I was thinking here, oh my God, am I making something bad to Earth doing all this stuff? So Steve, thank you so much. You made me think about many stuff here around this. We know that to take care about Mother Earth, it's an obligation of all of us. And of course, this song, the arrangements and the vocal arrangements were perfect, but especially the lyrics. I think that's what all the people must hear to think about all the things we do every day. So this was really important. So congratulations, man.
Thank you so much. And you used the word responsibility. And that's what I think. I think it's like it's everybody's responsibility to be trying to do something, whatever it is, to clean up the mess which we've all created. It's not, we can't say it's the government or it's this company, or it's basically everybody, because we're all doing these things. We're all using plastic, I'm not saying I'm any better than anybody else, because I'm not. Of course, I got plastic all around me. I buy stuff in plastic, I got plastic glasses on. The plastic is everywhere. So, what we can do, we can reduce the amount of plastic, and we can stop buying so much plastic. So that's reducing it. And, it's all a matter of thinking about it. And as Joey was saying, like, if the children kind of learn about this stuff, the children are the people that can really make a change. I thought that was great point that he made. And so, thank you so much for everything you've said about it.
Well said, well said, well said.
You're
Costa.
welcome, bro. Congratulations
Consley,
once again.
Tim, what's your thoughts there, dude?
Yeah, Steve, I love all your music, and your songs do just that. They make people stop and think. And it's not just an activist standpoint, but just from, like it's already been said, just from a personal responsibility standpoint, that your song convey the messages that they do. Great job, buddy. Great job.
Thank you so much, Tim.
Well said, well said. Steve Andrews, everyone. The Bardavili, absolute legend. Love him to bit. Love you to bit, Steve. And yeah, if you're not following Steve Andrews already, make sure you are, guys. Again, very supportive guy. I'll follow you back, everything you do. Steve Andrews, and yeah, plug your book. The Saving Mother Ocean book. Yeah, everyone, check that out.
There's my book.
Where can people buy your book? The easiest
They can
place?
get my book very easily. If you just Google Steve Andrews and Saving Mother Ocean, you find it. It's basically available worldwide. I know you can get it here in Portugal. You can get it on Amazon.com. You can get it Amazon.co.uk. You can get it from, I think, most of the big book suppliers. So, it's easily available. There it is.
Absolutely. Let's make an article on your book, Steve. SteveAndrews.info is his website. Absolutely awesome, Steve. Legend. Steve Andrews, another co-host on my 1010 podcast. Steve Andrews, everyone.
Thank you, Sparky. Thank you, everybody. I gotta go now. It's been really great to be here, but thank you, everyone.
Steve. Thanks, dude. Cheers, buddy. All the best. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao. So coming up next, we've got Tim Consley in Indiana, the global director, my best friend in the world now. Tim, introduce yourself, bro, and tell us the story behind your song, Crying Over Your Blues.
Well, I think about everybody knows me. I'm Tim Consley. I do blues rock music. The song, Crying Over You Blues, is a new song. It was just released this week. I just wrote it last week. I was planning on putting it, and I'm still planning on putting it on my next album. But I just really wanted to put out a new song. So I put this one out, wrote it one week and put out the next. It's a song basically about a guy who no longer has his girl with him. The song kind of alludes to the fact that he's done something to mess up the relationship himself, but now he has the crying over blues. So that's basically what the song's about.
Awesome
As
introduction.
usual, I sing all the vocals, I play all the instruments on here. So
Without further ado, let's hear it. Crying Over You Blues by the one and only Tim Clancy. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sitting here all sad and lonely. I'm sitting here wasting my day away.
Tim Collins, everybody, absolutely fantastic, man. So, Tim, what's in the pipeline for you, dude? What's coming up next for Tim Consley?
Well, I'm still working on songs for the new album, which will be called Resurgence. And right now, I'm trying to put my band back together. When I started talking about doing things this year, my band members all said they were just too busy, couldn't fit it into their schedules. And so I guess I'll be doing solo gigs until I can get a new one piece back together. So that's what I'm working on.
Oh, you'll get that sorted, no worries. So there's a few people here. Mark, then Mary, then B. Astray, then Brad, our next guest. Mark.
Hi, Tim. How you doing?
All right. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. That was a really great slice of bump and grind blues, my friend. Great guitar playing, excellent vocals. I really enjoyed that, and I'll stick that one on my playlist as well because it's awesome. Well done, mate.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well said. Well
really
said.
Appreciate it.
Mary, then B. Astray.
Tim, as always, a good song from you, and I'm really looking forward to hearing more from you. So your new projects, and yeah, would be great for sure. You are the blues man, the blues king.
Yeah, well
looking
said.
forward.
I wrote that song last week and put it out this week, but I also
Wonderful.
It's not even my newest one. I also wrote one this week. So
yes, and congrats because
congrats
because you do all by yourself.
Yeah,
absolutely awesome. Proud of you, bro. So B. Astray, then Melissa, then Katja, then Brad. We've got a few extra people unmuted there. So B. Astray, then Melissa.
Yeah, Tim, so nice to see you. You are the blues machine guy. It's like with that stuff, you're doing hits and hits. And I have to tell you that if you have to perform alone, you're doing well better than most of the bands that I know. Don't worry. And I've got a plan here in Brussels. Just get me a private message. There is a blues bar like next to my place. So.
Oh, wow.
Put that on your European tour for 2024, bro. Eh?
Yeah.
Anyhow, that's the family. Thanks again, like to Sparky. It's always lovely to meet all those people around. And if you're passing by Belgium, I know well my my country. So please come here.
B. Astray's agreed to be a co-host as well, so on the 1010 podcast as well. So you're going to see tons more of B. Astray. So let's go, Melissa.
Because I've missed B. Astray.
Me too. Sorry, I was touring so much. I had so much gigs. I was like in burnout. I'm back.
Sorry, not sorry.
Melissa, then Katja. Melissa.
Thank you. An excellent team. Very, very good. Tim's a very good person. I admire you. Also, even if I didn't know, nobody said this is blues. From the first moment of the song, you tell, oh yeah, this is blues. You do know what you do. You're doing it very good. But I was in the background like thinking, he just wrote this last week. Wow, about the lyrics. Were they fictional or something that's happening? Well, that happens.
They're fictional.
We wonder. You don't have to say it. We wonder.
They are. They're that one's fictional. That's not a true life experience, but I feel the blues. I'm very empathetic with different things. So yeah. So yeah, I usually when I write a song, it takes me 2 days to get it from just a thought to finished recording and everything. And I play everything and I sing everything. So
you're a talented man. And yeah, if any of you need help with mastering tracks, he said he would do a track for like $50, honestly, because he's so efficient and fast at it. So if anybody needs help, anybody who ever sees this show, reach out to Tim Consley. He'll help you. So Katja, then our next guest, Brad. Katja.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Tim, you know how I feel about your music. And it's just, I caught that empathetic part, and I was going to say something along those lines, but you stole it from me.
Sorry.
You know, hey, I know you feel the music, and it just it grows from there.
Yeah.
You know, that's what being, you know, into the blues is. Yeah. I mean, what I can't say anything more than everybody else has said. Love you, love you, love you. You're a master.
Love you. I don't know
Well
about
said,
a
well
master,
said.
but I love you too.
Most supportive guy, man. And then Brad, what's your thoughts before we get to your section, dude?
Well, you know, I'm a huge fan of Tim. We we kind of have the same background. We play very similar stuff. I'm sure we have all the same influence. I really loved it, but I noticed something in the song was the harmony on the vocals during the song. You know, that it didn't stick out way out, but it was there, and I like that. I like trying to pick out stuff that doesn't stick way out in it, and it sounded great, Brian. I really liked it, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well said. Well said.
Appreciate it.
Tim Conzi, love you, brother. Global director of Top Talent Promotions, the full thing. So he's watching with me every day. So he does. Tim Conzi, everybody. Legend. Love you, man.
Thank you.
Till the next time. So coming up next from Louisiana, same as Brad, as Ronnie earlier, Brad James Swallow. Could you introduce yourself, dude, and tell me the story behind your song Freedom?
All right, I'm Brad James Swallow. I'm a Cajun from South Louisiana, and this song actually came about quick. I think I wrote it within 2 hours of recording. I'm actually not bragging about it because I almost didn't put it out. I thought, well, I need to redo the vocals. I need to redo the drum track, but I was running for time. I was actually looking at my watch while I was doing the vocals, trying to get out of here because I had a gig. I had to go out of town for a week. But it's just a song. A lot of times we take for granted freedom, and some people even misunderstand. Think it's just you come to America, you're gonna have instant success, and it don't work that way. You know, nothing's guaranteed, but you always have the freedom to try. You may win, you may lose. That's basically what it's about.
Well, fantastic, Brad. You know I love you, brother. Brad James Swallow with Freedom. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
Destruction in the streets, and all I want is peace. Freedom, give me freedom. Freedom to choose, freedom to lose. Freedom, give me freedom. Freedom to choose, freedom to lose. Everybody's playing spy versus spy. Freedom, give me freedom. Freedom to choose, freedom to lose. Freedom, give me freedom. Freedom to choose, freedom to lose.
Brad James Swallow, everybody. Absolutely fantastic, bro. Excuse my camera again. I know I love you, dude. So let's go with Mark Story, then Tim Consley.
Hey, Brad, I made you coffee. Where was you?
Yeah, you got some nice stuff I can jack.
Brad, there's a black cup of coffee waiting at my place anytime you want to pop in. That song made the hairs on my arm stand up. It's got so much soul and passion. I genuinely really enjoyed it. I've put a comment in your YouTube channel about it, echoing what I just said. Great job, mate. What more can I say? Brilliant playing, great tune. Should go far with that one. Really good. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Means a lot coming from you.
Oh, brother, come on.
Well said, well said. Tim, and then our next guest, Catcher. Tim, what's your thoughts?
Well, Brad, that was a great, great track. Great lyrics. Guitar playing on that was just superb. I mean, that had so much feeling and emotion behind that playing. It just don't get no better than that. I thought it was great. Good job.
Thanks, Jim. Thank you, man.
Well said, well said. I'm sure everyone would love to chat to everyone, but just for the time's sake. Catcher, what's your thoughts here, David?
Oh man, I'm a fan now. Absolutely a fan. Like you said, you know, there's so much soul in that. And again, playing the air drums throughout the whole song. I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Thank you.
Well said, well said. So Brad, until the next time, bro, after each one of these shows, I'll email you all or message you all, and sorry about that, catchy and backdrop, and I'll ask you, I'll give you like 3 available Saturdays to pick another date, you know, and mingle you all in with other people. So Brad, until the next time. One love, brother. Kill. Coming up next, actually, I'm going to do the stop thing again after every 5 acts. I'll stop it. We've only got 7 acts left, right? And I've got Catcher now, and then obviously we've got Kurt, we've got Tony the Stone, B. Ashley, Mary, Amir, and Jackson. So if any of you are in a rush, don't be shy, just tell us. I've got these in an order here, but if any of you need to just be straight up honest and tell us, and I can change the order. So now, Thomas, goodbye, brother. Honestly, thanks for coming, man. Until the next time, I know everyone can't stay forever, but see, whenever we do we record this, your section that we write in an article, we'll share it at least weekly forever. So try and bring a different song on each time. And, you know, it's not just, oh, we made that podcast. No, these will never be old, because when new people hear them, they don't know the songs. Your music's never going to be old the way we're going to do this. So thanks, Brad. I'll start the recording again now. 1, 2, 3. Hi, and welcome to the 2020 podcast. Back to the show. Coming up next, we've got Catcher. Could you introduce yourself and tell us about your song Somewhere in Time? Catcher?
Yeah, this one sort of came about during a time of reflection. You know, as we get older, sometimes we sit down and start going through our lives and, you know, looking back at, you know, points in our life where we made choices. You know, we could have gone one way, we went another, and how they sort of build us and make us who we are today. So Somewhere in Time is looking back somewhere in your timeline and finding those spots where maybe I should have done this or I could have done that, but you are who you are through every choice you make, and you're here, and it's, you know, sort of hope and acceptance and, you know, being proud of what you've done, good, bad, or indifferent.
Well said, well said. Catcher, if it's anything like all your other tracks, it'll be a belter. Catcher with Somewhere in Time. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love. Absolutely awesome. Brilliant track. Excuse my camera again. Let's go. Kurt, and then I moved around there. I'm sorry. Kurt, and then Mary, and then Jackson.
Yeah, love the percussion, love the effects on the guitar. It's a great, chill kind of EDM song. The arrangement was great because you kept it interesting yet cohesive. Really well done. It's my favorite thing I've heard of yours so far. I think this is the third show I've been on with you. Did you play the guitar? Oh, she's muted.
Oh, Katja, you're muted there, dear.
Unmuted. No, no, I don't do the instrumentals myself. Some of it is collabs, some of it is DAWs. Actually, several different DAWs. I tend to, grab from wherever and mix it to make this.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, same here. So yeah, I get you. Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Great.
Thank you.
Well said, well said. Mary, Jackson.
Katya, I'm a big fan of you, I love the electronic music you make, and I love the chord progression and all and how you work with the layers, and also your choice of sounds, and this really makes the song unique. I really love that. Really nice. Good job.
Well said.
Thank you.
Jackson, what's your thoughts here over in Las Vegas, brother? Oh, you're muted there, Jackson. I'm sorry. Jackson, Tim, and then our next guest, Beastri. Jackson?
Sorry about that. So my very first thoughts when I heard it was, this sounds like a beat that I would pick for one of my songs, because that's almost how I start, is I'll just start listening to beats and all. And I love that beat. That beat took me to space and back again. It took me down under and back up and back to space again. Like it was so amazing. I got the atmospheric impression from it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Thank you, Katya.
Well said, well said, well said. You're muted there. I think you've got your Bluetooth thing on again, Katya. I'm not sure. Mary, then Tim, then Beastri.
I gave already my feedback.
Oh, so you did. I'm sorry. Jackson,
I can say it again. Great
Tim,
beat.
and then Beastri. I'm so much you wouldn't believe it. I'm so bad.
No
Tim, and then Beastri.
No problem.
Oh.
Yeah, Katja, I just love all of your beats. And that one was especially, I think the word I want to use is ethereal. I mean, it was just very flowing. It almost just felt veil blowing in the wind. It just was that soft, that smooth, that just kind of take you away feeling. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I had intended. That's why, somewhere in time, as you float back through your memories and, pick up one here, pick up one there, that's basically, since I don't do the lyrics, I speak with my music.
Well said, well said. Beastri, what's your thoughts before we get to your section, dear?
Yes, it was such a fairy tale. I just imagine like some kind of woman like Lana Del Rey speaking a story and just leading you to, I don't know, if a love story or something strange or something. It's really like a storytelling song, and you've got the background to make it really touchable. So it's cool to have such a sensitivity, because you could feel those little things you did, and it's womanhood, I would say. It's like small little details here and there, and I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well said. Katja, thanks for being a marvelous guest again. Another co-host in the 1010 podcast. Katja, everyone. Katria Yale, J-A-E-L. One love, darling. See you the next time. So coming up next, we've got Beastri from Belgium. Could you introduce yourself and tell us about your song, the story behind La Temps, which is time, I believe. Yeah, please introduce yourself. Thank you.
Yes, so I'm Beastri. I'm from Belgium, of course, it's written there. So I'm a producer, artist, pianist, a singer, performer, and I do my videos as well. I think most of the people that just saw my videos here know that I've got a crazy interest in crazy spooky thing. And I did something with the forest as well. So I'm engaged humanly to, I don't know, do a storytelling in every song. So this song is particular something else. I wanted to show you my studio. So basically I built a studio here by my own hands. It's a huge place where I can do like gigs as well. And you've got a grand piano. So this track is recorded by my place. It's called Le Temps. It has two prizes of poetry in French. So this is the first French song I present to you. And I hope you've got the English subtitles with them because it's very simple. It's only piano, voice, everything is what I was saying. Important. Yes.
The Ashley with Le Temps, which is
Yes,
time.
Le Temps.
Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Love you to bits.
Le temps qui passe n'a que faire de nos peines et les sentiments s'enchaînent. Et comme ces gens qui partent affublés de rêves et d'amour, d'espoir, d'un nouveau retour. Mais le temps qui passe affaiblit les orages et l'ivresse des amoureux. Tout ce temps qui passe et j'en passe et j'en passe. Parfois se paiera, trop dira, faut-il croire en ces rêves qui nous sauvent et nous bercent, qui nous charment et nous lèvent dans des contes de fées. Mais le temps qui se perd n'a que faire de nos guerres. Ainsi les mensonges s'enchaînent. Et comme ces gens qui partent affublés de rêves et de désirs de conquérir un nouvel empire. Et le temps qui se perd n'a que faire de nos nerfs. Ainsi les mensonges s'enchaînent. C'est le monde à oublier vers d'autres silences, d'autres urgences, d'autres rêves, d'autres dépendances. Le temps avance pas à pas avant que la nature ne se régénère. Nous sommes pris dans une larme de rêve où tous ne marqueront pas leur retour. Passe et rejoigne les amoureux des moments heureux.
Oh, absolutely. Lovely track. I just get lost in loveliness there. Ah, awesome. Excuse the camera again.
Thank you.
Let's go Tim Consley, then Mary, then our next guest, Jackson. Tim?
Piastri, I don't know if anyone puts as much into their music as you do. Such emotion. I mean, the build up, the softness with both the voice and the piano. I mean, it's a song that stirs you from beginning to end. I loved it. Absolutely loved it, dear.
Thank you, Tim. I'm so sad that you couldn't like see the lyrics because that was the most important thing. So I'm
I'm so
happy that you
sorry.
could feel that.
No, we could.
And thank you a lot for your comment with that. It just makes me feel like that song, even without those lyrics that won 2 prizes, is still meaningful. And thanks for that.
Yes,
That
you
was
have
a-
that in you have that in you to convey the emotions and the feeling of the song. So
Thank
it was
you.
great.
Absolutely,
appreciate it.
absolutely. And do you know what?
Thank you,
I wouldn't
Sparky.
even have, I wouldn't want to try it because I didn't know how to do it. And see if I even touched the screen, I
Don't
would pause it,
worry.
and it's all live. It's just, I will learn how to add the site subtitles, and we'll feature it again. In fact, Mary,
Yeah, another time. Don't worry.
absolutely.
It's just a small button for like the next time you just like push it like
absolutely,
subtitles.
absolutely, 100%.
Don't
Mary,
worry.
then Kurt, actually, and then our next guest, Jackson. Mary.
Astrid was such a beautiful song, and you sing like a bird, and the old concept also did, and I mean, you playing and all your dress, your face, your expression was so beautiful, and I could get some words, you know, I know some French, I could get some words here and there. It was really beautiful.
Thank you
Une
so
rêve.
Merci, and thanks so much. Like it's
Très bien.
crazy. Yeah, you're from Germany, so you know maybe you heard a little bit of French.
I'm Italian. I studied French.
Oh, that's
I studied
why.
French.
Okay,
Yeah.
Italian.
She knows many languages, so she does. Well
Thank
said.
you. Again.
So, Kurt, you're muted. Just would you like to say something to Piastri, and then Jackson, our next guest?
Yeah, good melody. Always like your voice. Great emotion. Like I think it was Tim had said earlier. And I noticed you had about 2 or 3 cameras there. Was somebody shooting while you were recording?
So that was my cameraman, and basically I had to do one shot, the first shot that you see where I'm actually playing, to redo it 3 times live to be sure that I'm synchronized, because or else he couldn't turn around. So we had only one camera. That's the whole point.
Oh, wow.
And I just put everything together, and it suits it. So because like the timing was the same, so I was really surprised that live I did 3 times the same thing. So
Yeah, because sometimes we don't think about that. You know, anything with actual video of singing, you know, all has to be perfectly synced to the audio and all that stuff. So, did you do the video editing?
yeah, absolutely. So they were like the record of the audio is with the plan when you see me in front of the mic, and all the rest I did edition a little bit of here there in front of all the expressions that were interesting.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that gives you ultimate control if you're editing your own video. That's great.
Exactly. At the same time, it's not you who have the control of the best plans, because sometimes it's just like the guy is like, oh, this is so cool to film. And you're like, why did you do that? It was like he filmed my feet. And I was like, why did you do that? And that was
creative.
Yes, exactly.
Brilliant video. Brilliant.
Now, how many languages do you speak? I think you said this song was in French.
Yes. So French, I had 2 prizes for that song, so I'm actually writer in French as well as musician, but I speak, of course, English. I speak a little bit of Russian because my parents study in Moscow Conservatory classical, so I'm a classical trained pianist at the beginning. But I wanted to say as well, you have to listen to Kurt's song because I'm not going to be there. I feel really, really sad, but you have like to push it up, and we have to support each other. That's very important. I'm going to post few of the videos that I like today on my page, so I think it's important. And Sparky, thanks for that.
And then
Everyone-
the primary language in Belgium is Dutch, right?
Yes, I speak a little bit of Dutch as well.
Okay, I figured you had to
in
speak a little
town.
Dutch.
Yes.
Multilingual.
I understand
Jackson-
everything in Dutch, but I cannot speak it because most of the Dutch people are speaking to me in French.
Oh, wow.
It's the way ahead to speak more languages. I just know how to speak English and Scots and a little bit of German and a little bit of Spanish. Jackson, what's your thoughts there, dude? You wrote some nice comments there.
Well, I absolutely agree with everybody, but I think Tim stood out when he said that was just one of the most emotional songs I've ever heard. Like there was just so much energy, so much power going behind it. I really liked the forest outlook that you said before you even showed the video. They said that there was kind of a forest theme going on. I actually put that in my head right at the start and put myself in a forest, almost like I was walking through a forest while I was listening to it. And I thought it was just beautiful. You did a really good job.
Thank you very much. This one wasn't about the forest, but it was about the time, the savageness of how the time is passing by and we are just resting, looking at time, space, without doing nothing to change it, because time is an objective, subjective pattern that just like cares none less of us that we care about time. So it was all about like a nostalgia, and then we don't care. And what's the resolution? To find some feelings that you like actually on that time spent, because time is just passing.
I agree with that.
And Beatrice's got a song called Into the Forest as well.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's
Yeah, you
just
can
like
check To the Forest.
Well,
on
I've
the
got
soundtrack
lots of
of it.
songs to check out then, huh?
Yeah, we
You
have
did a
to
good
check
job.
out everyone. I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot of time here. I'm very happy to be here with all those artists. That Sparky is doing a really big job. I know what it is to organize when you have to do to message here and there and to put everything together. We are here. That's a good part.
like we're building a team, and on the Saturdays it's only members can come to this one. During the week we're trying to like recruit people to the family in a sense, and every Saturday we're going to have this show. Whether you're a guest or not, save the invitation link, because we're going to stick to the same one until till further notice, at least the next month. I'd also like to welcome Heston Cleveland to the show. Welcome, Heston. Beatrice, until the next time, darling, you're awesome. Honestly,
Yes.
one love.
One love to everyone, and a happy new year again. A lot of art
to
for
you.
you, a lot of sensitivity. It's the most important. Take care of yourselves.
Same to
Have
you,
a good
darling.
one.
Bye-bye. Peace out.
Yes,
Cheers.
peace.
So coming up next, we've got Jackson Corbett. Could you introduce yourself, Jackson, and tell us the story behind your song, Golden Beam?
Yes, sir. So my name's Jackson Corbett. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. So Golden Beam is actually one of my deepest personal songs. It talks about a specific night that I was going through my divorce. It was probably the hardest night that I had. I just was basically forced to move back in with my parents, couldn't afford my place on my own. And I was sitting out in my garage, having a very difficult time putting things together, getting in my head. And I kind of felt like the devil was on my shoulder almost, and Christ wasn't quite on the other shoulder yet. And Golden Beam was the fine line when I walked out of the garage and that first beam of light hit the sky. And that's when I felt, Christ, just like the good angel compared to the bad angel, finally showed up and was like, hey, everything's good. Like, you're going to get through this.
Good
So
for you, brother.
that's kind of my take on it. And I hope that anybody else that kind of has those dark nights, that sometimes the darkest nights make the brightest days.
Dude, you're a wonderful young artist, Jackson Corbett. If you don't know him yet, you're going to love him. Jackson Corbett with Golden Beam. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
Times are tough, but life is sweet. Encouraging thoughts, encouraging me. Pick myself up, back on my feet. I know one thing, that I'll be alright. I'll be alright, I see that sunny ray of light, it ignites this fire inside, warms up the blood, gets me moving instead of crashing and burning. I found a new desire, one that can take me higher than anywhere I can ever imagine. That's why I write these lyrics with passion. My only mission is to give some people satisfaction. I'm on this new faction, I'm starting to gain traction after losing myself like it was a tragic accident. Instead of asking them how could this happen when we were so happy, and the walls are crashing in, thoughts keep taking me back again. Feels like the same old pattern when I see that golden beam shoot across the sky. It's been a long night, I still got these tears in my eyes, but as I see the first light, I can't help but crack a little smile. The devil had thought I was the one who won through this denial. I guess it's true that we just gotta get through each trial, and when we're getting through, switching up flows, finding my groove, time to spread this loving message to you that only death will mean final. Golden beam shining down on me, I feel this warm light giving me belief, belief. Golden beam shining down on me. Your warming light has given me belief. Golden beam, thank you for giving me belief. We're starting to do everything that we intend to do. We're making moves and becoming the people we were meant to. I'm just so thankful for this rising sun, because it's helped this endless journey and who I want to become. I'll forever give thanks to that one morning when I saw the first light, because it told me once I learned to rise above and get through these darkest nights, through to the morning, that I'll be alright, that I'll be alright. Golden beam shining down on me. Your warming light has given me belief. Golden beam, thank you for giving me belief. Times are tough, but life is sweet. Encouraging thoughts, encouraging me. Pick myself up, back on my feet. I know one thing, that I'll be alright.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's go Heston in California, then Amir in California, then our next guest, Tony in Missouri. Heston, Cleveland, what's your thoughts here, brother?
Say, first of all, thank you for having me.
Oh, pleasure.
This is a great experience. And I must say, love the song, man. Hey, you cannot judge a book by its cover. I had no idea, that you float like that, man. I'm very shocked and impressed. Love the song, love the meaning, and the music was, as I could say, dope.
Thank you, Heston. That means a lot. I appreciate that.
Well said, well said. Heston, legend.
Legend, man.
Amir, what's your thoughts? A fellow hip hop
Man,
artist,
this guy Jackson is becoming his own legend, man. I think he's fulfilling his own prophecy. He's like living his life to the fullest, making the most of his moments, and he's just bringing us all closer together. And that was what gives us these moments that we can remember, And that's what, man, I really pleasure and treasure about you, man, is because you fulfill that measure and you're always like forever, man. Always like, to me, you're getting better, and it's just like, I feel that, man. I feel that. That's just what's happening to me. I mean, anytime I feel under the weather, you pick me up, man. You give me hope in your songs and you give me like a way out, So I love you, bro. You're awesome. I love that, bro.
Well said, Amir. Nice one, bro. Tony the Stone in Missouri, what's your thoughts here, dude?
Yeah, man, I love it. It's very uplifting. I really like the choice of beat and music that you did. And then your voice reminds me kind of like Chester from can't remember the name of you know what I'm talking about, but your vocals are it's poetry. Man. You're really good with the uplifting message. Like, I just really loved it. I'm speechless. It's great.
I appreciate it, man. That means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't, make sure he's I'll get each other added. Jackson Corbett, until the next time, brother. Big plans for you as well. You want to help us as much as you can in Las Vegas. So let's talk soon. Jackson Corbett, man. Until the next time. Pleasure. So coming up next, we've got 4 guests left. We've got Tony the Stone, then Mary and our band Hertzen. Then we've got Kurt Inevitable and Amir Reimer. We've got 4 people left, ladies and gentlemen. So Tony, could you introduce yourself and tell us the story behind your song Blind?
Yeah, I'm Tony the Stone. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. And I'm a writer and a producer and a singer. I do everything for all of my songs. I make the videos and film them and everything like that. My song Blind, it's about a person who's basically like searching for their soulmate vigorously, you know, and they go through person after person struggling to find them. And then, but all along that person is right in front of them, whether it's like a close friend or just somebody that they know in passing, like from the same town or something like that. But they're just blind to it. They don't see it. So that's really kind of my concept for this song. I don't know. I like to write kind of ambiguous lyrics. So if you have another meaning, feel free to let me know.
Tony the Stone, you're fantastic, brother. Tony the Stone with his track Blind. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Again, one love.
I stay for a while. Change my mind if that's okay. It's a cold place to be all alone. Just hold me and I'll keep you warm all night. I'll take my time. I'm so
Tony the Stone, everybody. Fantastic, fantastic. Let's go, Kurt Jackson. Then our next guest, Mary. Kurt, what's your thoughts there?
Yeah, Mark knows that I'm going to want to comment on that because it has some EDM in it. So, yeah, man, I wasn't expecting to hear EDM from you, from looking at you, but that's awesome. I like your melody. It's cool. You've got a mix of sounds like some real instruments in there with the programmed. I like that you kept the arrangement interesting and mood and movement and building. And I like your voice. It's kind of reminiscent of some like bands that you would know that that I can't think of the name of right now. But make sure to put your socials and stuff in the main chat so we can follow you.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, thank you, dude. Awesome. I appreciate that, man.
Are you programming and mixing your own stuff?
Yeah, I'm doing everything. Most of the sounds are things that I engineer, like all the drum sounds and things like that. And then I play the drums too. So
cool. Yeah, and I like that you stacked your vocals and all that stuff because that's a lot of extra work people don't think about sometimes that aren't a musician.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I know. This song kind of started with me just kind of wanting to be able to do a better build up. I was like, oh, I want to do a build up, and then it didn't really come out exactly as I wanted it to, but then it still was cool. So I was like, just went from there.
Well said, well said, well said. Heston, I'll just give you some. Heston, then Jackson, then Mary. Heston.
Say, do you play all the instruments yourself?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, this one is mostly synth sounds, but yeah, I do.
Hey, it sounds good. It really sounds good. It kind of had a little disco flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
I could close my eyes. It was a club here in San Francisco that you would have to walk downstairs and the music made you feel like you was having a heart attack. You could feel every vibe, and it kind of brought me back to that. It really sounded good.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Much
well
love.
Said.
Yeah.
Well said.
I'm glad you liked it.
Sure.
Jackson and then Mary. Jackson.
I really much agree with Heston. I was going to almost use an example like that with Vegas, but I'm going to just agree and say that it was very subtle, yet there was so much passion and energy behind it that it just brought out almost, I'm going to go with what you were going for, but you said maybe not, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was awesome, man. You did a good job putting that together.
Thank you, dude. Appreciate
well
it.
said, dude. Well said. Mary, what was your thoughts here, dear?
Yeah, it was really great, Jackson, and no, sorry, Tony. And amazing that you could play the drums and sing on it. Really nice. And I like the beat. And I can say that your voice is very particular. And yeah, I'm sure you will do good things in the future. I really like your voice. It's really particular. It reminds me of the artist. No need to mention that. But yeah.
Yeah, no,
fantastic. Honestly,
keep going. And I think you love the drums, right? You love playing the drums.
I like playing the drums. Yeah, I mean, I really like music that you can move to, but I feel like the drums are, the backbone of everything. So
yeah, would you play them? Would you play the drums also live for your live?
Yeah, I can play them live.
And sing and play.
Yeah, no. This would probably be more like a backtrack. If I would probably have to find a band. Conceptually live right now, it's just like I have one of those like little pads that you can
drum machine,
all the different sounds. So I can like backtracks and stuff like that. But ideally, I would want to have a band of people. You know what I mean? But right now, I'm just in my little home studio.
Yeah. My question was just to know how much in love are you in the drums, or more into producing or singing?
Oh, just more producing. Yeah, producing and singing and creating. I love to create. I love to just take something from scratch and like that's my passion. It's just like creating and making something new and cool and different. You know what I mean? Like the elements from everything that I love and listen to. Yeah, So
Great.
so
Looking forward to hearing more from you.
Yeah, more to
Absolutely.
come. Yeah, I'm really excited about what I'm working on right now. I think it's one of my
Great.
best songs ever. So
Well said, Mary. I can't wait to see what's coming next for you either, brother.
yeah,
Tony the Stone. Until the next time, dude. See you soon, man.
yeah,
Tony the
yeah.
Stone,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you,
So,
guys.
coming up next, we've got Mary. Could you introduce yourself and tell us about Herzen and the song Secret Sins?
Yes, I'm a producer and singer, Italian producer and singer, living in Germany. And I started my solo project, Mayray, and at the same time, I worked also on my second project named Herzen, together with Marcelo Ribeiro Diaz, self, from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. So very international project. And yeah, so all the old production goes out on my own label. I was so courageous to found my label. I mean, it was already complicated, but I like to complicate my life. And yeah, there's also lots of gratification and proud in what I can manage and what I can do. And yeah, so I have my own studio, home studio, bedroom studio, my little setup. And I have a big passion for electronic music, but also for other many genres. So, you know, in a way, this is the fascination and the advantage of electronic music, because you can merge lots of things. So whatever you like, it comes out. And yeah, and together with self, Marcelo Ribeiro Diaz, I have the chance to do what it's harder for me to do for Mayray, because Mayray, I have to combine my passion for singing and also for production. So it's pretty hard, but together with the self, it's easier and also more interesting, and we kind of collaborate really well in my studio. And he's responsible for the composition of the songs and beat making. And then we work together. I work on the vocals, on lyrics, and we work together on the production, mix and mastering. So we do all by ourselves. Yeah, this is then a song. The second song, actually the second single from the upcoming album, will be out in a few weeks. And we are really happy about that. And yes, we got a date for next month in Italy, and we are really happy. And very likely we will play in Brazil this year. And I'm really happy to share this song with you guys. And yeah, it's about sharing love and music. This is the first purpose of music. So this is Secret Sins. The video is self-made. Marcelo was taking care of the camera, did the video making, and I took care of the old edition in many videos that we have. And it's a song about a kind of toxic relationship, but well, one of the partner, I'm not attached to gender, you know, it's not about her, it's not about him. I mean, both, you can interpret the song the way you want. So in the relationship, there's one person who has the courage to change the cards on the table and to say, hey, you know what, stop. But it says also a lot about an inner revolution, you know, the way that one day we wake up and we say, hey, I want to improve my life. I want more. So it's about that.
Oh, awesome introduction. Without further ado, Herzen with Secret Sins, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy.
Let me tell you about the love of my life. A man who showed me his darker side. Everything that he liked to hide. Rumor has it hush, hush. begin tonight. A kind of revolution. I wanna start tonight. I want to take back what is mine. It's a revolution. I want to ride tonight. I'm not the one who wants to be my time. It's a summer revolution. It starts with tonight. I cannot bear it and I won't hide it. I cannot bear it and I won't hide it.
Absolutely awesome track. Well done, Mary, with your person. Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
So, Kurt, you're the next guest, so we'll let you go the last compliment. Let's go Tony the Stone, then Katja, then Kurt. Tony?
It's really good. I love that. I definitely would listen to that. I just expected to hear like something like that or that song on any radio station when I'm sitting there listening to like some alternative station or something like that. So I loved it. I love you. It's amazing. Yeah.
Oh my God. Thank you, Tony. Thank you so much.
Well said. Before you Katja, Heston, age before beauty, we'll just say, right? Heston and then Katja, then Kurt. Heston.
Who says I'm old?
No, Katja's only 21. You're definitely older than her, big man. Eh?
Oh, okay.
Heston,
You
what's
know,
your thoughts, dude?
I loved it. It's like the gentleman said before me. I could be in the car listening to a radio station, and I would expect that to be on. The video, the camera work was nice and clean. The only thing is I don't wear glasses and it was a little dark. Maybe it's my phone, but overall, I love the presentation. I really like the storyline, and the music is really good. It was really good. The three I've heard, man, I'm glad I'm here. You know,
Well said.
good
Thank you.
music is
Thank you so much.
medicine. And you know, I understand the struggles of the independent artists because of my mom's story. I won't take the shine away from you guys. Independent artists really work hard because you got a 9-to-5 job or whatever shift you work to pay the bills, and then to even pour time into making the videos and the music. It's greatly appreciated, and you're good.
I have a double life, Heston. You know, I live in the night. And yeah, it's not easy, as you say, struggle, but yeah, we will make it.
Oh yeah, never give up. Never give up.
No,
on
never. Passion is there, so it's really hard to suppress that.
Well said. So Katja, Tim, and then Kurt, our next guest. Katja.
Okay. Oh, you know, I remember this one. I remember it from one of our other shows. You know, it's got that hot, sensual aspect to it. And I love those dark edges that you put into it. Absolutely amazing and wonderful. I loved it before. I love it now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Katja.
Well said. Tim, and then Kurt. Tim.
Yeah, May, you know that I just absolutely love you. I love your music. I love your voice. I mean, you always sound so professional. And I tell you what, that was as good as anything I've heard or as anything that I've watched as there ever was. I mean, that was just absolutely great. My hat's off to you on that one. That was wonderful.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you so much.
Well said, bro. Kurt, what's your thoughts, dude?
Yeah, I think we've been on a show before together. But yeah, I like the 80s vibe in that. I was picking up on those synths and that guitar sound. That was bringing back some old teenage memories. So, and I, like the other folks have said, you know, I love your vocal tone. You know, I could see you totally being like a featured singer on some of these EDM artists and DJs or whatever that create their own songs, but they don't sing and they need somebody to, to be a lead vocal. I could totally see you doing that. So yeah, good stuff.
Thank you, Kurt. Thank you so much for your kind.
Well said, dude. Mary Hertzen, love you to bits until the next time, darling. Mary Hertzen. So coming up second from end here, we've got Inevitable. Could you introduce yourself, dude?
Yeah, so I'm Kurt from Inevitable. I do have a bandmate, but he's in a different state. Maybe I should invite him to be on one of these sometime. But I'm kind of primary guy. So, but my group does dance, trance, and electropop. Our current album released in last July. So just kind of working the singles and whatnot for this record. This is not a single, so there's not a music video for it. But it's a breakup song, but it has kind of a spin about, wondering if the other person in the relationship felt as strongly about it as you did, but also trying to understand their side, and a breakup that was because that person couldn't pass up an opportunity because what they've been working so hard for worked out, and they have to move and you have to break up. But also wondering, are there other people who have been involved with this person that have gone through the same thing? So, but I like saxophone, and I hadn't woven that into a song in a really long time. So there's some of that in there, and I wanted some electric guitar. This was a good show today to pick, good song to pick for this, since we got so many rock guys in here today. So a little bit of electric guitar for you guys, a couple of crumbs there. The main influences for the programming and the production on this one were like Lost Kings and Blank and Jones. And yeah, thanks for hanging in there so long. So I'll hold my other comments until after.
It's a pleasure to be here, Curtin. You're an absolutely brilliant artist, man. Casualty by Inevitable. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. You can't not enjoy this. Enjoy.
Over it now, but thinking about how I feel, wondering if this happened before with someone else. At the end it seemed so easy for you to walk away. I'm left with thoughts of what could be, even to this day. Remember the good times, back when you were mine. Ambitious hopes and expectations from both sides. I gave my all so we could say I do, but lost out when your dream came true. So here I am with another sad song, just another casualty of loving you. Looking back, I'm starting to understand it's no easy thing to trust to the point of giving up your hand. Maybe my love was greater, but not my only crime. You may not miss us like I do, but can't forget our prime. Remember the good times, back when you were mine. Ambitious hopes and expectations from both sides. I gave my all so we could say I do, but lost out when your dream came true. So here I am with another sad song, just another casualty
Absolutely amazing, dude. Inevitable, everyone. Fan Dabby Dozy. Let's go the other EDM artist now. Tony, then Mary, then our next guest, Amir. Tony.
Yeah, so you say it's you and one other guy?
Yeah.
It's awesome, man. You can tell you're a really experienced producer, dude. It's like everything sounds so clean and very well produced. I'm very impressed with that. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, thanks. I've been doing EDM since '97, so
yeah, I could tell, man. You put some, I could tell you got some repetition in there. You put some hours in. Yeah,
awesome.
Definitely some things I could learn from you for sure, man. It's great job, dude.
Yeah, get in touch.
Yeah.
Honestly, make sure he's doing, man. Everybody needs to hear the Inevitable. Mary, and then Amir. Mary.
Yeah, Kurt, really nice track. I love the arpeggiated sounds. The saxophone in the end was really cherry on the pie. And I love the bass. Nice arrangement and how you worked on the voice. Really nice. Really great job.
Thank you. Yeah, I try to keep stuff moving along, keep it interesting.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Follow all the best practice
Not
stuff
easy.
For songwriting.
Yeah, very good.
Well said,
Very
well
good.
said. Amir Ali Siasi, what's your thoughts here in California? brother?
Thoughts are just a masterpiece and well done. Another piece from the master himself at his craft, and he's just someone who is really inspired a lot and has helped a lot of people to realize their dreams by doing what was deemed inevitable. So I mean, that's really what I feel about the whole concept of the group, and like helping people to understand other people more and try to give them more hope and give them more opportunities to grow and to know themselves and to know the world. So yeah, anyway, and I just wanted to say that thank you, man, from the bottom of my heart. And I really, God, man, I just was really happy to hear that. And it was really uplifting, and it was really positive, and it really was something that it was like productive, there was like some constructive acts, like places, but I mean, it was all of it was like just uplifting, so I mean, all I want to say is that thank you for sharing your gift. Really.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I try to keep my songwriting positive, so.
See, it usually is. It usually always is, man. It's like the best, man,
As absolutely, I couldn't agree more. It is the best. Inevitable, everybody. Until the next time, Kat. Love you to bits, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, final guest of the evening, Amir Raima. Amir Ali Siasi, could you introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your song Prayer, please, dude?
Yeah, this prayer song, well, I'm Amir Raima. I've been doing this recording thing for over 15 years now. And I have over 500 songs, but I have now maybe half of them on my SoundCloud. And no, I'm just working on a new album right now at the moment called Angel Eyes, and I just released a single of that. But that I have an album that's coming out on the 24th of January called Indigo Child. So that's what Prayer is, one of the singles off of this Indigo Child album, and that's pretty much what I had to add to that.
Well, you've been in the family for 2 years now, bro. You're like a real brother. I mean, Amir Ali Siasi, everybody, with Prayer. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy.
With all of my heart,
religions and wisdom traditions, all the singing is only one song. The differences are vanity and illusion. Prayer's meaning is more than its form, as the human spirit is more than its form. We borrow these clothes, these time, place, personalities from a light, and when we praise, we're pouring them back into space. Why not laugh like a rose? Why not spread good aromas? For I'm light within his light. If you see me, tell no one what you've seen. The body itself is a screen to shield and partially reveal the light that's blazing in your field. Anything you do every day can open into the deepest spiritual place of freedom. Freedom. The human shape is like a ghost, made of different cells and atoms. The thirst in all our souls is put out by water itself. We belong to it, it belongs to us. We can't help being thirsty, moving toward the voice of water. You breathe without a body like a spark. You grieve and I begin to feel lighter. Oh God, you are the infinite ray of light. I am the red rose of eternity, not made of water, fire, wind, not earthly. I play with these elements of the world. When the soul first put on the body's clothes, the ocean lifted up all its gifts. When love first tasted lips, of being human and started singing. Why not be fresh from the heart? Spring, summer, fall, autumn, winter, repeat. With my
One love. Absolutely awesome.
One love, bro. One love, everyone.
Prayer. Absolutely awesome. Amir Rema.
Thank you.
So thank you, Amir. Thank everybody.
Very welcome.
This is the final comments of the evening. So I love you, bro. I'll see you the next
I
time.
love you.
Let's start for the top and the way down. We'll go, Mr. Mark Story Redbeard. How do you do it?
Yeah, hi. That was great. I love the way the vocals all intertwine and support each other. It's a
Right.
pretty deep song, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you.
Well said. Well said.
Story.
Mary then Jackson.
Yeah, Amir was really great. I love the beat and all those kind of breast-like sound.
Yes.
Was really nice. And yeah, it was like, it made the song majestic. And I really like your voice, how you get the flow with the music and the rhythm. Really nice, really good work. Good
Thank
job.
you very much.
I like also the effects on the voice that you have in the last part of the song. Really beautiful.
Right. Oh, you like that part more?
Yeah, I nodded. I mean, it was catching.
Okay.
Those effects that you put.
Those effects, yeah.
Yeah. And I like
yeah.
also the arrangement. You put some sounds in the end, and so it gives
Right
some emphasis. And well done.
Yes. Thank you again. You're always my forever eternal friend, and I have always felt a very deep connection with you, and I always felt somehow we have met somewhere before, but I just feel like I have the platform now to tell you. Anyway, I would like to collaborate if you're interested and work together in some form or some shape, however we can make it happen, and just make something new, something up to date, or something just, I mean, I don't know, whatever is on your mind. I would like to kind of,
I'm sure there will be
I'm
lots
very
of
flexible. I'm
opportunities.
versatile.
Yes.
Yeah. And I like to work in different genres, as you can see. I'm not
Yeah.
just one genre. So I have like many genres when I work on my
Sometimes is a
SoundCloud.
problem.
Yeah.
It's a conflict. But
Yeah,
I can
but it's
understand.
mostly
I can
hip hop,
relate.
right? It's mostly hip hop, but it's always like kind of under and like different, like genres. So
Yeah.
it's usually some kind of rap with like a genre that's like so
Yeah.
it could be drum and bass, for example.
Yeah. And that family of
Right. It could be right. So
Well said.
I have worked in that style too. So I mean, I'm just saying,
Absolutely. Make something happen, man. Jackson, Kurt, then Tony, then Brad. Jackson.
Amir, I love it. I always love your music. I'm such a lyrical person too. I was paying attention. What really got me was the infinite ray of light. When you said that, that's when I was like, oh man, he's laying it hard. He's laying everything got on this one. Like, and then the high pitch at the end. I know you saw me. I love that. That was great. That was awesome, man.
Bro,
Such a
man,
vibe.
I always love connecting with people like you, and it's like always uplifting to hear like these like comments and feedback that you get. And I don't even feel like this was the best track off the album. It was just the only song that I made a video from, and I uploaded on YouTube. So I figured I had one just to promote the album that's coming up in 10 days. So just wanted to say that was the way I was kind of like promoting it a little bit, I guess, in my own way.
Absolutely. No, that was awesome, man. That was very good. Very good. I'm excited for it.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Well said, guys.
Appreciate it very much, bro.
Kurt, Tony, and then Brad. Kurt.
Well, I'm not exposed to a lot of hip hop, but and I'm not too up on it. But I mean, I thought good production, really nimble rapping. I don't know if I could have been that accurate. But love I guess those were samples, some of the other stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, love that. Great mix of like kind of melodic and rap, and love the positive vibe. So you said you got a new album coming out this week?
Yes.
next
In
week?
10 days. 10
Okay.
days. It's called
10
Indigo
days.
Child. That's going to be released. I use TuneCore to release my music, and that's kind of, and then I try to promote it like on things, shows like here and on social platforms as well.
Awesome.
So just try to stay involved. I'm also an author and a published, poet and translator and stuff like that. I've written over 30 books. So I'm kind of starting to stay active, as far as, working in different ways, as far as being into the books and at the same time, into the music. And I've had students of English when I was in Iran. So I've taught over 2,000 students. So, like working in institutes and stuff like that. So I try to stay active wherever I am,
Awesome.
And then I have private students as well.
How many songs on the new record, and how long you been working on it?
Oh, the new record, there's 12 songs on it. And is it 12 or 13? It could be 13. Anyway, either or. I don't remember what I ended off. It was either 12 or 13 songs. But it's just all about like that whole indigo kind of personality and that whole kind of having this kind of clairvoyance or this kind of sense that you can like see things ahead of time, or you can kind of like, express the social, or society, you can express what they're going through in a way that's like unique. And yet it speaks to a lot of people who know that, you're going through something that they share, and you can make them more aware of that by just being there and sharing, what you feel and what you're experiencing, right?
And how long have you been working on the album?
I've been working on the album for at least now 7 months.
Oh, wow. You did. That's fast. It took me over 2 years to get 12 songs done.
Really? Wow. Man, yeah. I sometimes I work faster, and sometimes but it's like now, like as I see like the last one of the songs that I'm gonna add on the album, it was released 7 months ago. So that's how I'm saying that the first single that was released of it was 7 months ago. So yeah, about 7 months, pretty much.
Okay, wow, good job.
Yeah.
Well, say great questions again, Kurt. Tony, the Stone in Missouri, then Brad, James Swallow for the final comment of the evening. Tony?
Yeah, man. Every time a song comes on, I kind of just like put my head down. I open up my ears, and I really try to listen. And as soon as you started rapping, I'm just like, it's like, man. And then I'm just in like the whole time, dude, I'm just listening. Your flow is so good. You're so accurate.
Thanks,
with your metering and everything like that, man. You're a really good rapper, dude. Like, I would love to keep in touch with you, and
I would love that, man. I would love that, man. If we could collaborate or do something that, whatever, I'm because I'm right now I'm in LA based, for the next few months. So I thought that if you're close, or whatever, we could work together, collaborate. I could send you the waves, and we could just make something happen,
Sure, man. Yeah,
absolutely.
Make some waves.
Can't wait to see what you come up with. Can't wait to see what you come up with. Brad, over in Louisiana, dude, what's your thoughts here, brother?
I love it, man. And I come from the blues and rock world, but I do listen to other genres. Like anybody going on the road, you have your radio on and you listen to other stuff. But in a world of negativity, it's great to hear the opposite of it. I thought that song was really great, uplifting.
Yo, Brad, man, all I want to say is that, ever since I knew myself and I knew my way and I knew that I had and I realized my voice, it was just to say that, I mean, we're all the same, and we all have the same basic necessities, and we all want to just ease that pain. We all want to just like make better memories and free ourselves of what we know we want to be free from, and closer to that which we want to be feeling or want to be at, or with. So it's like always like trying to like bring that out, and it's like kind of like, you're kind of like creating your own prophecy by saying that and then acting upon that, what you believe. So it's like, it's always kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy, what you're doing. It's like, creating your own legend or becoming your own myth, So I always feel that, you know, that as much as I give back the gifts that I've had to give, and as much as I could be so, I could just give back whatever I have, you know, if it's finances, if it's talents, if it's, you know, whatever knowledge, whatever wisdom, whatever it is, whatever rhythm, whatever music, whatever vision, whatever poetry, you know, whatever for, you know, that I can bring together the union of it all, because it all comes from that communion that we're really in union with each other on the deeper in the spiritual world, but in the physical world we're all like in different places and spaced out, you know. So it's just like brings you back to like just realizing that and not trying to lose connection and trying to find more direction and I guess more of protection from having a good support group and friends and family that can help it make it easier just to experience all the ups and downs of life.
Oh, I agree. You're a good soul, man, and it comes out in your music.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
You were singing. Beautiful
Thank
song.
Thank you.
Well
Thank
said.
you very much.
Well
Very-
said, well said.
Thank
So
you so much.
Amir Rima, until the next time, bro. Amir Rima,
Thank you so much.
Persian
Thanks so much,
connection.
Mark.
He's between Tehran and California. Love you to bits.
Mark, I love you. Sparky, I love you, man. Thank you for everything.
I love all these, man. Thank you very much.
You make everything happen for us all, and thank you.
Only
Really.
just getting started. Wait till you see. Wait till you see. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. UK time, there's a 2-hour show where there's 8 acts playing 15 minutes live. So the same ticket to go at all the shows until something tarnishes it and I need to change it for the foreseeable future. This ticket is the ticket for Top Talent Family TV. That's what it is. I want to do it all the time, but at least 5 times